quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. You having fun yet? Oh man. So I saw Reckless Ben finally decided he was going to post his actual video. So we'll be looking at that today. I got my pickles. Pickles, yummy, yummy. What kind of fun things do we have today? Also, there may be a chance that I'll probably play a little bit of Assassin's Creed Black Flag this weekend. So we'll probably do the same, like the normal stream on Saturday and Sunday. Probably till like 11:30, and then I'll probably switch over to Assassin's Creed. It came out today, funny enough. So we'll see. Ooh, there we go.
Next up is the Adeptus Mechanicus versus Necrons, two highly advanced factions with radically different battlefield philosophies.
This matchup leads heavily into map control and technology. The Adeptus Mechanicus excel at fortifying positions, building powerful bases.
Morning, everybody. Morning.
While the Necrons are relentless, durable, and capable of turning slow pressure into overwhelming force.
Going Mossy and Night.
Okay, welcome back to a new multiplayer match of World War 4. This time I'm playing the AdMech.
And I am playing the Necrons.
That is not a trailer. That was longer than I thought it would be. That is not a trailer. I thought it was a trailer. My apologies. What is this? Evil Dead Burn review? Is the movie already out? Is Evil Dead already out? What? There's a lot of Assassin's Creed stuff here. Holy crap. Zombicide Dead Man Tales official trailer. There's a lot of not gaming here. Why? It's a new Dune trailer. Does that mean they're making the next chapter? What's going on here? That's a nice truck. That's it, huh? There's so much Assassin's Creed stuff. Is this Digimon? Official live action Nintendo Switch 2 launch trailer. They used to do these all the time. They used to do these live action like game trailers all the time. They used to do them a lot on Cartoon Network. Remember them a lot. I heard a lot of really good things about the Digimon game. I heard a lot of really good things about it. So, because like Digimon, I mean, we already have Pokemon, right? So like Digimon has to have like a murder mystery in it as well, and it's so good. The story I've heard is so good. Damn, look at all that content. Holy shit, hold on. Holy! Five additional Digimon. Three times 3. So you get 15 extra Digimon for getting the Ultimate Edition? Holy crap. And then you get an additional episode times 3. That's insane. Get the base game, deluxe. That's so much. That's so much stuff. Oh, that's right. We've got Doom Dark Ages Revelations just came out.
Hello and welcome back. Here we are, Doom the Dark Ages DLC Revelations. It's finally here. I am so excited. So this is 30 years worth of Doom coming together to make what we feel is really the best experience we've ever made. I don't want to hype it up too much. I probably already did, but I think it's really good. You'll see. So we have something special for you here right now, and I just wanted to set it up. When we combined the base kit of Dark Ages with the movement tech of Eternal.
The only problem that I had with Doom the Dark Ages was the combat. Everything else about the game was pretty good. That and the sections where you have to fly around as the dragon mount, right? That was kind of boring. They also got rid what I mean by the combat is them getting rid of all the like assassinations or the gore kills or glory kills or whatever they're called. They got rid of basically all of them.
There was just a huge spark, and we chased that spark over the last year, and we arrived in a place that is really special. While Doom the Dark Ages is made for all Slayers, and the DLC is no different, you've got the difficulty sliders and the different difficulty settings. This footage here is really for the black belts, the action game aficionados. Like any good
I thought he was gonna say something else. I really thought he was gonna say something else, bro.
Action game DLC. The skill ceiling is always going to get higher, and Revelations is no
Oh, y'all should know that the reason why Doom started was because they killed his rabbit. They killed his rabbit, man.
different. On top of that, through
Only the old school dogs know about that.
the spear and all its upgrades, and given the size of the DLC, there's just a ton of abilities that are woven into this tool. You are not going to get it right away. Invest in it, stick with it. It is worth your time to master. It has a ton of
Oh,
counters.
that's funny.
built in-
You could see the rabbit on the back shelf.
into it. And each ability that you unlock or purchase has a certain counter against certain enemy types, which increases the number of decisions that you could make in the middle of combat, and that creates more engagement and a greater opportunity for skill expression. Thank you guys so much for joining us, for all your support. We hope you love it. We love making it for you. And just from all of us at id Software, thank you so much.
That's a new mob. What the hell is that thing? Damn, that does so much damage. I think that the issue with Doom Dark Ages DLC is that it's launching right at Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They shouldn't have done that. They really shouldn't have done that. That was a bad mistake on their part, because a lot of people are going to be wanting to play an actual full-fledged game as opposed to a DLC. Timothy. And Gabbert. Yeah. Let's go base taste. W base taste. W Timothy. Ramboni. Warren Ramboni. Oh, it's always a great day. Yes, sir. Hey, look at this come out. I genuinely like the game. I have free access to the DLC too, because I got the collector's edition of the game. I got the hold on. I got the big dog, you know what I'm saying? I got the key card too. So, like, I got that, did an unboxing on stream.
Our flock has been led astray by your acts of defiance.
This is an older one? No, this is
Argent and trembles in the wake of your actions.
this is the original trailer for the DLC.
The council has chosen. Beneath this chamber will be your tomb. This place is your pain given shape. It holds many secrets. Only a cleansed soul may leave. I am not your enemy. I am your way.
you could throw the spear. You can throw the spear at the green, guys. That's what's up. I didn't even know that. So it acts like the shield, okay. They did say that the DLC was going to be more aggressive and less defensive.
With the Slayer gone, have you not found peace? The demons, they have retreated. Their war is with him.
Morning, Beyond Aether. Morning. See, this is what got me really hyped. They put the current demons and stuff in the original map. Yeah, for y'all that missed out, last year I went through and played all of the original Doom games on stream. All of them. Even Doom Eternal, right? And then I played Doom Dark Ages. I thoroughly enjoyed the hell out of it. I did. It was great.
The Slayer is alive, and we're going to find him.
I hope it's it looks like that, like, Bethesda's been really good at listening to their audience ever since their problematic 76. So it should be damn, there's so much gaming stuff today. What's going on? Mortal Shell 2. I think we saw this yesterday, right? This is that one trailer, right?
Tell me.
We watched that yesterday. There's a lot of Assassin's Creed stuff. We'll pick one out of the bunch. We're not gonna watch a whole ton of that, because we got to keep in mind we got that Reckless Bin video today. So what the hell is going on here? Okay. I thought War Thunder was like a machine game where you like play as the helicopter and the tanks and stuff. Am I wrong? Oh, it's not. Although it does have a little too many firearms in it for my taste. I don't want to catch a suspension on YouTube, because you know how YouTube.
How do you discipline a subject that's learned to crave the punishment as much as the reward?
Oh, honey, you cannot imagine how long I've been waiting.
Tomorrow, huh? Twisted Tower. What's this? This actually looks like a lot of fun. What's the catch? A game by Thomas.
Get me out of here!
This is kind of giving me BioShock vibes. Whoa! He's got a big old mallet, just whacked him. Yo, that's even more like BioShock. Oh, this is hardcore BioShock vibe. Let's do like the graphical comparison. Let's see.
After more than a decade since its original release, gaming's worst kept secret is finally here. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is a complete remake of the 2013 original, featuring a ton of new gameplay mechanics, beautiful visuals, a refined combat style, and a much more streamlined story. So, no more doing this. In this video, we're going to see how far the remake has come and compare Resynced on the PS5 versus Black Flag on a base PS4. The game looks much better because, well, you know, obviously. Resynced features a ton of improvements under the hood, such as multiple graphic modes on both PS5 and PS5 Pro. On PS5, you get performance which runs the game at an upscaled 4K resolution.
I'm shocked they even released this game for PlayStation 4.
At 60 FPS. Fidelity, which runs the game at a lower speed of 30 FPS, but looks better overall thanks to ray tracing, and a balanced mode which has the same ray tracing capabilities as Fidelity, but runs at 40 FPS, if you have a 120Hz display. On PS5 Pro, you have the same options, but the upscaling to 4K is enhanced by PSSR, and its ray tracing features full global illumination for lighting and reflective surfaces. Regardless of what PS5 you play, illumination for lighting and reflective surfaces. Regardless of what PS5 you play on, the game looks outstanding and is a massive leap from the original PS4 version, which runs at a native 1080p, locked at 30 FPS, and, well, looks like this. Anyway, I've talked long enough. Bring me that horizon and let's get to the video.
Watch this finale. They could be anywhere.
The combat was super clunky too. I think it came out on what, PlayStation 3 originally? It still looked good, but man, does it look so much better. That sound. It sounds better too. It's not just the graphics, it sounds better. This looks amazing. I can't wait to get out and do this. Set sail. You know what's really sad is this used to be good. These graphics were like groundbreaking. Look at the difference. Seriously, like holy crap. They're not even comparable, bro. Yo. Yo!
Looks to be a camp there. We should drop anchor alongside.
Aye.
Loose the mains, half sail.
And the blocks is different size.
Clue up! Clue up!
One more.
Clue up the mains!
Get them along! Douse all sail!
Clue up tops! Douse those...
That's not even comparable. That's the same island?
Douse all sail!
Why does everything look so gray and gloomy? That you know what? That's the PlayStation 3 era like thing, isn't it? Where everything is gloomy. Look at that. That is incredible. Oh man. I always wondered why the characters ran like that. So, like, when he starts running, he's gonna run like he's running with his penis first, right? And his legs are gonna be, like, hobbling out to the side. It's so weird how the old Assassin's Creed game, how they would run. It was almost like they pointed their foot directly to the side and ran like that. It's so weird. See how now his foot's more, like, in the way he's running? It looks more like a run. And it was like that through almost every single one of the Assassin's Creed games, too. They all did that. It wasn't just one. It was really bad in the Lorenzo collection. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking. Look at the difference, bro. Like, there's not even a comparison here. This is just like, these might as well just be two completely different games. Like, this is crazy. Oh, yeah, look at that. That looks like an actual sunset now. I guess they decided to lighten up on the rain, huh? You could actually run. My mom actually broke her pinky toe until it was pointed this way. It went from like that to like that. And that's different. That's different than like someone that's supposed to be an assassin. And it's not even just the one character. They all ran like that. I'm not hating on how they run. I'm just like, why do they run like that? Like what would, and I, like a broken pinky toe, maybe even a broken big toe would, I know that that throws off balance for some people. My grandmother had her big toe cut off and she couldn't walk on her, walk for, I think she said like 2 weeks. She had to like get rehabilitated because she couldn't walk. It was the weird, because she couldn't keep her balance. But she was also a very top-heavy person. Like a very top-heavy.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want
Look
a
at the
decent
difference
life.
there. That is insane. You could actually see like the pores of the skin. Do you see that? You could see the pores of the skin. That is insane.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
Oh, they got rid of his hairy chest. He doesn't have a hairy chest anymore.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
Oh, did they add the hairy chest? They're doing it too much. I don't know which is which. They need to have up at the top which is which. At least for that other scene. This is obviously the newer one. Look at that. Look at the... got that PlayStation 3 gloom. Oh, I actually kind of think that the older one looked better. There was more detail. That looks way better, though. This looks way better.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Keep talking.
Will you, or won't you?
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
I'm on to you, Snakesby!
This is difficult. I should have taken the coat off.
Another evening racing.
Buenos dias. Mr. Duncan Walpole of England to see the
You
governor.
could even see, like, the little details of the rust, too. Like, the gates are rusted. What's going on here? Hold on. What's going on here? You know what's kind of crazy? For the PlayStation 3 era, this doesn't look that bad. Like, all things considered, like, the PlayStation 3, all it had was the gloom. That was it. If they had just gotten rid of the, like, gloom and kind of brightened it up a bit, I feel like the graphics wouldn't have been that much different. I mean, there's obviously a little bit more detail, but that's because it's an entire generation of console, two generations ahead.
Walpole of England to see the governor. I believe he is expecting me.
Sí, señor Walpole. Entre, por favor.
Yeah, there's not a lot different there.
You were expected 1 week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled. I arrived only yesterday.
Unfortunate. Forgive my caution, but were you able to
Oh yeah, you could really see the difference here. Like, look at his outfit compared to it after. Like, it's so, like, sad and gloomy. I am so excited for the God of War remakes. I am gonna play that on stream. I will play that on stream. There's no way in hell I'm not gonna play God of War on stream.
Forgive my caution, but were you able to salvage from the...
Like, look at the difference. That's insane.
These pirates the items you promised me?
Yes, sir.
Like, God of War 3 already looked insane. I can't wait to see what they do to the first two and the third one. I wonder if they'll lump in Ascension.
I was.
Increíble. The assassins have more
Wait.
resources.
That's what it used to look like? Yo! Yo! What is that?
Increíble.
At least it has, like, an actual like, cosmetic now, or a
Assassins have
skin,
more
right?
resources than I had imagined, but not nearly enough to deter us. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Duncan. You are most welcome. Come, gentlemen. We have much to discuss.
That's a big ass dude. Why is he dressed like he's out of Skyrim? He's the only one out of place here. My god, look at all the enemies. So... That deck looks insane. It looks so nice. I really like that you could add the Fleet Steel Armada too. For the ships.
I'll be your quartermaster. Nothing less.
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this Tyro captain?
I remember back when the shadows used to be a big thing. Yo, like PlayStation 3's like big thing was the shadow. That was it. It was just the shadow.
Have you any immediate counsel for this?
That was the big thing, bro. That was the like game changer.
Would do us good before Nassau. Water for drinking.
Now there's actual reflections and stuff.
Well reasoned, sir. Hunting, it shall be.
You guys realize that we grew up at an age where like there were no shadows and mirrors whenever you'd walk in front of them? Straight up. Like they had to use like special tricks in order to make it seem like there were actually reflections in games. There were no actual reflections. But now we have games that have actual reflections in the mirrors when you walk past them, or on the ground as a puddle.
Find a decent place to drop anchor.
It's insane.
And there you have it. Which version of the game do you think looks best?
Let's move on from this. Obviously, we're not going to waste a whole lot more time on Assassin's Creed stuff. I mean, we don't really need to. We all know what it's... You know, it's out today, by the way. It is out today officially. If you check the IGN review that I reacted to yesterday, you can find a version that you can click on that will give me a little bit of kickback and help with my viewership on YouTube. Oh, so PlayStation didn't even upload anything. This is that new one, right? This is that new... So this is supposed to be like... This is supposed to be like Power World. I can already smell the copyright. I can smell it. So I actually did end up playing Power World. It's not bad, but there's one thing that is terrible about the game. And it is supposed to be more for a server-style gameplay. That's my one critique about it, is that a lot of the stuff that you have to make take like 30 minutes. Like, not just getting the materials. I'm talking at the workbench. Having to sit there for 30 minutes and craft an item is too long. It's too long. That's my one critique with the game. I get what they were trying to do with that. They were trying to make it like, oh, well, you're supposed to use the pals, but even the pals, it takes like 2 in-game days in order for them to complete anything. Which, if you haven't played the game, it's actually quite a long time. That's my one critique with the game. They need to, if you're on a server with less than 5 people, they need to make it to where crafting is instant. I don't want to sit there for like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't want to sit there for any longer than maybe 30 seconds. It just drags out. It's too grindy. That's my one thing with it. Everything else is great, except for that. Oh, and there are like, not necessarily world bosses, but like, there are bosses that are like super, super, super crazy hard that you can summon that are usually meant for like a team of like 10. If you could make it to where that boss can be summoned and still drop the same loot with a group of 2, instead of it being so hard that you have to like keep dying and coming back. That would be great as well. They need to have like world scaling. That's what it really needs. It needs scaling in the world. It has no scaling whatsoever. Yo, that's almost a direct rip. Yo. Yo. I wonder what Pokemon that could... I mean, I wonder which pocket monster that could be, guys. Is that a pancake? What is that? It looks like a little flying saucer. It's so funny. It's so funny that it takes other developers to make these games that everyone has wanted for a long time. And then Nintendo goes around and sues that company. It's so stupid. It's so annoying. What is this? Oh, I don't give a shit. Okay, we get to watch us a daily dose of the internet, then we get to watch the Reckless Bin video. Where's it at? Here we go, right here.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet.
Burger King, count your days. Cause who gave my grandma a fake burger? What is this? How you supposed...
What is that?
Grandma, who gave you a fake burger? How the hell I know?
Whoa, what the heck? What is that? Is that oh no. We've seen this one before, but it's still really cool.
It's cold out. So cold that your Coca-Cola becomes your very own. What are those things from Dairy Queen called where you go like, oh!
Bro, you just couldn't not do it, huh?
What are those?
Bro, he turned that upside down instantly.
Dairy Queen called where you go like,
oh!
No!
Oh, he's a happy boy. Look at that happy boy. He's like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
My safety is important.
Oh.
Same speed the truck is moving, canceling the forward momentum.
Oh yeah, that we saw this. I actually saw this on a short. So yeah, like, this is kind of cool. This is physics.
Sell milk.
We sell milk.
We sell milk.
We sell postage stamps.
We sell milk.
We have alligators in the sewer again. Listen.
No. How about no?
Oh.
What the heck could be causing that? That is That's creepy. What?
We have alligators in the sewer again. Listen.
Bro, that is terrifying. What?
Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna make your smoothie.
Perfect. I'm gonna park down here.
I would love to go to this one year. I would love to go to this one year. Oh my God. I would love it. This is so pretty.
Morning.
Oh.
Parla italiano?
English.
English. This is one of the best car in the world.
That's what's up. Yo, W Cop.
Best car in the world. Really amazing, man. Really.
Thanks.
The best engine of Ferrari.
Bop. Oh, look at him. He's trying to save the dude. So they do this because they think you're drowning. That's literally why they grab you. They do this because they think that you're drowning. They'll save you. Aren't they just the most sweet boys ever? Look at that. He's just a happy boy. Oh.
Папасик, можешь себя тоже сбить случайненько? Сейчас он собьет.
Okay, so where are the seals at? This man needs help.
Сейчас он собьет.
Oh, that dog's angry. He's angry. He's angry. He's angry. Oh, no, he's falling asleep. Ooh. He almost ate it. How long is he gonna last? Oh.
Based on the temperature of them.
You can see.
What? I don't see anything change. Oh, what the heck? She's blindfolded. Why?
Oh, wow.
Is she gonna get a strike? Yep.
These cheeky monkeys planned a heist to take these bananas.
Oh! Oh! That's it. Feeding time, boys! Bro, I don't even want to imagine how long it took them to... Oh, damn. What in the hell is going on here? What is going on here? Why are so many 18-wheelers turned over? They must not know English, that's the problem. Yeah, they don't know English, that's what it is. More immigrant truckers,
yeah,
man.
There it is. That's the graveyard.
These catfish went on land to find food.
And this is how evolution started, boys. Right here. Soon they're gonna grow legs.
Oh my god, it's flooding.
That's terrifying.
Okay.
It only takes one dickhead, too. I hate people that do this, because whenever you try to bulldoze through the water like this, you stir up the damn water, bro. You're an ass. I hate people that do this. What the heck is she doing? Oh, she can't see it. Ooh, that's terrifying. That is some scary stuff right there. Oh, it's a prairie dog. It's a prairie dog. It's a happy boy. It's a happy boy. Yeah, you can do it, little guy. Come on. Come on.
This may be the worst proposal ever.
Oh! Oh, she's in water. Oh, no. Bro, put the thing back on that. You're going to lose that in the water.
So wet.
Will you marry me?
These fish pretend to be leaves.
Are those fish? They are fish. That's really cool.
Guppy.
Look at that little boy.
This is some intense training.
What the heck, bro? That is insane. What the heck? Damn. Dang, she's getting it too. She's getting it.
If he guesses the weight correctly, he gets it for free.
Oh yeah? Does he?
Let's give it to you. 6 times. So 196? Yeah, 196. 196.
Dang, he got it. He go miss. Oh! Oh no.
This one.
Can someone explain to me what is going on here?
What the hell is that? Are those like fireflies?
Mackey's to get this burger, and I was just talking to them like this the whole time. I was too scared to record, but I'm just trying to get these initial reactions to see how people would react, and they just think it's normal. They don't bat an eyelid, literally. I don't think people even notice I'm doing it. Concerning.
Is this false advertising?
Oh, she's throwing her voice. That's insane. She's really good.
They just think it's normal. They don't bat an eyelid, literally. I don't think people even notice I'm doing it. Concerning.
Is this false advertising?
Gummy's not shown at actual size. Oh man.
Get out of there!
Ooh.
No way.
It's a kitty. That's so cool. That is so cool.
This YouTuber decided to see what would happen if he drove with cheese wheels.
Oh my god, dude. Yo! Yo! There's no way those cheese wheels don't crack, right? Oh, there it went. Oh, they're basically driving on the rims anyway. I mean, on the plate anyway. He's gonna fall. Yep.
Catch. Yeah, good job. Good job, Grady. Good boy.
Grady, catch.
Good job, buddy.
Oof. Well, Spider-Man's dead.
Truly mammoth discovery.
Hey, dude, is it? Oh, I know that feeling. Oh. Oh my.
What did he find?
It is.
Is that a turtle? What is that? That's a bone! Bro, what is that? What the hell could that be to?
Oh my. Oh my beautiful.
This is terrifying.
Oh, I hate that. I no. Just no. What is that? Is that a... Oh, dude, that's... Dude, no. Ooh, why would you even have that in your car? Oh, dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Hell no. What's a dolphin? Oh! Oh! Get him! Get him!
This is what fast food should be like.
Oh, is that Sonic, huh? Is that Sonic? That looks like Sonic.
Oh, it is?
No, it's McDonald's.
This guy built a solar panel toothpaste car.
A solar panel toothpaste car? That's fun. Dude, what? Oh my gosh. Which car?
Oh my.
Hey Carter, how?
Toothpaste car.
Construction, and that flight going to Denver is thunderstorms in Denver as well as roadway construction, and that flight going to Denver is delayed due to thunderstorms in Las Vegas. So as of right now, everyone's connections are still okay. Please do not bombard this counter or I will cry because I'm trying to do my job over here as best as I can, and it's just all so overwhelming and I'm a millennial, so.
Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just pick that up and put it outside? That's a mosquito hawk. Why would you do that? Oh.
This guy.
He's on the sidewalk.
Yo, hell nah. Hell nah.
Bro, he's gonna mess up someone's grass.
What the?
Oh, look at that. He's the island now. When you're so big that you take up the entire island, you become the island. God damn.
どこすごくイケメン
There's like a beginning bit. Come on.
Teaching my brother Japanese. すみませんすごくイケメンどこすごくイケメン誰やイケメン何イケメンイケメン No.
So baby octopus can cling to and walk along the surface of the water.
What, really? That's insane. Oh, there it goes. Damn.
This guy is an absolute menace.
Just getting pummeled, man. Oh, big munch.
literally, and I see a freaking thing right here, and I think
It's an owl.
Owl.
It's an
I want
owl.
to see the face.
Tap on the glass. He'll turn to you. It's an owl. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Well, only the 2017s come with this option, the King Ranch. They come
King
with
Ranch.
Built-in sunroof fish bowl. So you drop your fish from the top of the sunroof, you put them in here, and then you can swim around in there.
Oh, that doesn't look good. What the hell is she doing?
Oh, God.
This is the tallest door in Washington.
That must be Shaq's house right there. That's Shaq. That's Shaq's house.
I don't know what this is, man. Come on.
Oh, it's this one thing, right? It's a mind-bending illusion. Yeah, so it looks like it's like 3D, but it's not. It's flat. I could not imagine trying to paint underwater.
This baby monkey was struggling to make friends until this happened.
There he is again. There's the baby monkey with his little bear.
Enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again.
Yo, W. All right, y'all know what time it is, right? Y'all know what time it is. It's Reckless Bin time. I know some of y'all probably been waiting all morning. What that time is
I don't
now.
even know what I did wrong. Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs is making up tons of lies about me.
You know what? Here, make sure y'all check out Reckless Bin on YouTube. Go check him out on YouTube. Hell yeah, Reckless Bin on YouTube.
The police to try to get me thrown in jail so I can't release my documentary about them. But the crazy part is I'm not even allowed to know what they're saying I did. Legally, I'm not allowed to film inside court, so I formally requested the audio, but since there was no visual, I hired an animator to animate over it.
Okay.
Right now, I kind of don't even know what I'm being charged for because all of the body cam footage has been redacted, and they say it's to protect the victims. However, I think there are some redactions that maybe don't make sense and that weren't to protect the victims, and there's some things being
I
said
love how they animated this in Lego. W Reckless Bin.
about me that are redacted I don't know about.
I do have some concern in this case with the defendant representing himself. The allegations here relate to the fact that the defendant, he's a person he's a YouTuber, creates videos, publishes them online, and has been, if this defendant were to represent himself and we were to provide body cams and discovery, we would be now providing additional information and fodder for this defendant to create videos from which he could profit by placing them on YouTube at the expense of our victim. I have serious concerns for that.
Well, maybe the quote-unquote victim should have just given the money back, or the Legos. Should have just given the Legos back. Now get up out of here with this. I'm so sick of this victim. Bro, we got to start turning these people that advocate that they're a victim into victims. We have to. We got to do it. We got to start cracking down on people that want to do this so hard, they'll never, ever do it again.
Yeah, the state of Utah is claiming that if they tell me what I'm being accused of, then I'll use it for content on my YouTube channel. And they can't have that. They're arguing to the judge that the best thing to do is to not let me know what's being said about me, which is very strange, but that's their argument. And just in case you haven't been following along with this whole Lego story, this is all happening because I stepped in to help a family who got their Lego collection stolen from a company called Bricks and Minifigs. And for the last couple months, this company's been doing whatever they can to get me arrested so they can keep all the Legos for themselves. And this isn't even just me speculating. One of their own employees literally told us what their plan was.
I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we get them arrested?
Oh yeah, that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing with the body cam as well. They were doing the same thing with the body cam footage. The guy was sitting on the porch being like, oh, well, we got to figure out what we can charge him with. And he was on the phone with somebody. And the cops were just kind of like going along with it. Like, why, dude? Well, what are you doing?
But eventually, Bricks and Minifigs found out that I'm not just some random kid. I'm actually a YouTuber making a documentary on the entire scandal.
So the YouTube guy is named Reckless Ben. I don't want to be on YouTube.
Yeah, this is when things really started getting crazy. Bricks and Minifigs went into ultimate defense mode and was going to do whatever it takes to prevent this documentary from coming out. First, the police got a call saying I had heroin on me.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are substances in the vehicle.
And obviously, they found nothing. But then they got a call.
Oh, they actually had a video camera inside the car. That is insane.
And obviously, they found nothing. But then they got a call saying that I was the one that stole the Legos. And I got swatted by the entire police department.
Included in the
arrest. Some mystery crime that I committed.
It seems like this guy might live in LA, or his last known address is in LA.
Yeah, the police showed up to my house all the way in Los Angeles to arrest me without bail.
He was like, just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest.
But the police couldn't arrest me.
Any idea where he actually is?
No idea.
Okay.
I was somewhere very far away. But anyways, back to court. The judge is looking at signing a protective order to protect Josh and all of his statements about me. If this protective order gets signed, then I'll never be able to find out what he's claiming I did.
I got bad news. I don't think we have any more budget for animation, dude.
Oh, shoot. So how do we animate this next court scene? I guess if we have to not pay the lawyers, then I guess the animation's more important, right?
Yeah, we decided maybe the lawyers are actually more important. So, yeah, we ran out of animation budget. Sorry, guys.
The court's inclined to sign this pretrial protective order unless you have an objection to it, Mr. Schneider, and the objection to such an order.
Yes, I think there's a bunch of misunderstandings in this case. And so this person doesn't want to get exposed, so he's making up a lot of lies about me to order to like get me arrested before he gets exposed. So that's what this whole thing's about.
However, before I was allowed to...
I don't really think it matters because the issue is that the judge never took Reckless Ben's side. He never got Reckless Ben's side of the story. He just immediately put out like this gag order or whatever it was that silenced him. I didn't think that you could do that, but somehow this company just keeps getting away with everything, huh? It's kind of sick to think that this company is going as far as it is and getting away with it so far.
Show any of the overwhelming
Just imagine, hold on, wait. Just imagine if you were a normal Joe, like even somebody like me who doesn't even have that many followers, right? And I go and do something like this and I actually end up in jail. Yo, like it sucks that you have to rely on everybody else and all the eyes that have hit this just to make sure that people do their jobs. It's sick.
Have to support my claims. The judge didn't care about the evidence and signed the protective order anyways.
Mr. Schneider, the court's going to sign this order and serve it upon you.
So the court has made it clear. They do not want to look at the evidence and they want to protect Josh and Brandon for some reason. And now I have to somehow fight a court case against all of these mystery crimes against me that I have no clue what they're even saying I did. So this whole mess is happening in American Fork, Utah. But I'm also being charged with another case in Provo, Utah. This is where corporate Bricks and Minifigs is, which is why I'm also being charged here. And this police department has surprisingly actually followed the law when it comes to discovery, and they sent me all the raw body cam footage of what I'm being charged for. Let's start at the beginning, the moment I first met the CEO. The reason I'm talking to him right now is because before exposing this company for the grand theft they committed, I thought it was in good faith to give them an opportunity to do the right thing first before I make a documentary about this.
WW2 10 joules for the happy poop mossy oak cracker. W mossy oak cracker.
But the CEO did not want to take the opportunity to do the right thing and instead instantly called the cops on us.
You know what? You're right. They did gag the family that you know this entire thing started with, huh? They did. The guy whose Lego set that was trying to sell to get the money for his kids, they did gag them too, didn't they? Huh.
They themselves say, hey, you guys stole this product from this person. If you don't give it back, I'm going to burn the place down. Or we're going to burn the place down. Or I'll kill you. It's Ben Snyder who's been the one engaged in this behavior.
You can see in the police report that the crime he wanted to get us charged for is called extortion.
But they have no proof of that. Number one, hold on. They have no proof of that. And number two, that's what happens when you piss off people. They're going to call your store. It's not Ben advocating for this. He hasn't advocated for any of this since the start. He's just been exposing the obvious BS that's been going on. There is no Ben calling somebody or your corporation and threatening you. He's not even advocating for that in any of his videos or any of the content we've seen so far. We know it's not that. Like, the judge needs to do his job.
Which basically means we're threatening him into paying us, which is very illegal. However, obviously he's just making all of this up. The reality is, I just thought it was a nice gesture to give him the opportunity to do the right thing first.
If you guys do have our Legos, we just kind of want them back, you know?
But if there's one thing I've learned from this entire experience, it's that whoever ends up doing the morally right thing just ends up getting screwed over. So now, it's time to play the way Bricks and Minifigs is playing, and use their own strategy against them.
Hit him, Big Ben!
Now, their strategy is to get me arrested before I get them arrested. So now, I'm gonna Uno reverse this and get Eamon, the CEO, arrested before he gets me arrested. But if I'm going to be the reason that someone's going to jail, I should probably make sure that they definitely deserve this. So I'm going to give them one more chance to try to do the right thing first.
Okay.
But instead of doing the right thing and attempting to work this out, Eamon just hid in his little office.
Really?
And he called the police on me.
I can already tell you right now, no one's coming out to talk to you guys.
Really? But they told us that they were.
I know.
Normally I wouldn't want to get some.
Wow. Wow. Are you kidding me? This guy is a joke. Like, not Ben, but the freaking CEO. What an absolute ass clown. Like, holy crap. I'm trying not to curse as much, but like, dude, what a joke. Guy is literally the definition of humiliation.
Arrested, but we gave him every opportunity to talk to us.
Yeah, like,
at this point, he's just arresting himself. However, the only difference between my strategy and Bricks and Minifigs' strategy is I don't have to lie to the police.
The difference is that you're not trying to weaponize the legal system. You're just trying to get your stuff back. That's it.
Eamon McNeff actually committed a crime. I have tons of crimes on camera that Eamon McNeff has committed. Let's start at the beginning with crime number 1.
So what's going on?
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
No. So who's
Brian Mansell.
Okay, and who is that?
He's a guy who had he had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store.
Nope. Never happened.
Eamon was first trying to claim that he's never even heard of Brian Mansell, and this guy definitely never had any Legos in a Bricks and Minifigs store. But once we showed him all of the social media posts his own company made, it was very obvious that we just caught him in a lie. So the CEO decided to change his story, and now the story is the Legos used to be in the store, but
the real question is what the hell happened to all the Legos?
Previous owner Crystal, she stole the Legos right before they took over the store.
It doesn't matter. The company's still liable for them. You can't just say, oh, well, somebody stole all of it. No one cares, bro. You're still liable as a corporation for that. If you have a Walmart, you own a Walmart, right? If somebody walks in and steals the entire section of gaming stuff, you can't just tell the vendors that, oh, well, yeah, well, someone came in and stole it. No, you have to pay for that. Insurance has to cover that. But the real question is if it was theft, why didn't they use the insurance that they knew that they should have used? Insurance should totally cover that under their corporation. Why didn't they use it? Where are these Legos? Where is the money if they sold it? Like, it's so weird.
Lego. Crystal sold the Lego.
The only problem is their security camera footage of the previous owner getting kicked out.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that.
So she's sitting there trying to explain to this idiot that somebody needs their stuff, and I think she gets kicked out here, right?
Corporate just said that they're going to be the ones to take over the consignment deal with all the Legos that are still in the store.
Oh, yeah.
And as extra proof that these Lego sets were still in the store, the owner went into the back and started taking pictures of everything that you can verify in the metadata with the timestamps that match the exact moment she...
Yo, dude, she knew something was up. She knew something was up. She knew immediately something was up. W worker, bro.
Pictures of everything that you can verify in the metadata with the timestamps that match the exact moment she's getting kicked out, and then you can see her leave the store with nothing in her hands, proving that the sets were still in the store and the CEO is lying to us right now. But that's only one side of the story. I also thought it was fair to hear his side. She sent a bunch of pictures of the Legos still in the back, and you can see in the security camera footage, corporate comes and throws her out.
Like, great. I understand what you're talking about. But you have a misunderstanding of what has occurred, and you're taking one person's word.
Well, then why don't you show and explain to everybody what happened? Why don't you make a YouTube video explaining what happened? Show us proof. Prove us wrong. Prove Ben wrong. Like, what?
You go after the party that's responsible, and you don't want to because that's not easy. You have accepted a narrative that is not real, and you are continuing to pursue that narrative because it's easy and it gives you views and it gives you all sorts of clout and does all sorts of things that way.
So basically what the CEO is trying to explain to me is we shouldn't be looking at the evidence. Instead, I should just be taking his word for it because he said so.
Crystal Law was a former franchisee of Bricks and Minifigs.
Yeah.
She took Mr. Manziel.
It doesn't matter, dimwit. She's contracted. You're contracted. You contracted under Bricks and Minifigs, the corporation, to sell those Legos at a percentage. Even if those Legos go missing, you're still obligated to make sure that the Legos are either returned or the money is forked out. Why aren't you doing that? The location must have been insured. Surely there's some kind of insurance that will protect against theft. It's a store.
Sold it, didn't pay him, she has his money.
But
she sold his Lego, she has his money.
To make it easier for you guys to understand the CEO's argument, we're going to demonstrate his argument with a little skit.
Now we're doing mental gymnastics. Here we go.
You have a misunderstanding of what happened. Yes, this is the exact argument the CEO is trying to make. Something we just saw in video, the CEO is saying never happened, which would mean the CEO's lying. And most people would agree that lying is morally wrong. However, if you lie about a crime, the way Eamon's lying to me right now, then that's not just morally wrong anymore. That crosses into new territory called illegal. The specific crime is called obstruction. If someone commits this crime, they can get arrested.
That's it.
We're at the police station, and we're going to charge them with a criminal crime, obstructing of evidence of a $200,000 theft. And good news for us, we found out last week that all of the police in Utah take obstruction very seriously here. The police arrested my friend Sheldon for obstruction just for locking his phone.
Right now you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back. I was just.
You see, what's gonna have to happen is y'all know that we watched that Gideon body cam footage, right? And now Gideon is protesting outside the police department. I feel like Reckless Ben should do the same. Reckless Ben should do the same thing to the police department. He should get a whole bunch of people together, do like a live stream, and live stream it. You know, like them outside protesting the police department and the Bricks and Minifigs location.
My phone. You're under arrest for obstruction of evidence right now.
The crazy part is, the police didn't even have a warrant, so Sheldon locking his phone was 100% legal. But the police arrested him anyways because that's literally how serious the police take obstruction crimes here. They do not mess around when it comes to obstruction. So now, just imagine how angry the police are gonna be when I go into the police station and tell them that someone is actually, for real this time, committing an obstruction crime. And this obstruction crime is on a much bigger scale. Later, the police called me saying that they were going to do a police investigation on this.
Hey, Benjamin, this is Officer Halpern from Provo Police.
I told the detective the entire situation. He was saying that this family's Lego sets were never even in the store, like all of this stuff, and it's all documented. I have video of all of him saying this. I think he's like falsifying evidence, and I think that's obstruction. And now that we stole Bricks and Minifigs' strategy, I think the plan is finally gonna work. Looks like the CEO is going down. I mean, I submitted the videos of Eamon saying we're gonna burn down the building and shoot him.
They themselves say, hey, you guys stole this product from this person. If you don't give it back, I'm gonna burn the place down. Or we're gonna...
How did they even get this footage? Let's talk about this for a few seconds. How did they get this footage? Who sets a camera in front of a phone to record? Am I the only person that finds this a little bit fishy? Like, this is really weird.
Burn the place down, or I'll kill you.
And then I submitted all the raw footage of the entire conversation I had with him, proving to the police that we never even said anything close to this. This raw footage verifies that everything I told the police is true, and everything Eamon told the police is a lie. On top of that, I even got access to the complete case Eamon made against me, and he doesn't have a single piece of evidence to support any of his claims. Which I guess makes sense. Like, how can you support evidence if you're just making everything up? Like, of course you can't submit anything. So if the police have to decide what case to pursue, they're obviously going to pursue this case because it has like a ton of evidence. And then they're going to throw out Eamon's case. It has no evidence at all.
Well, the issue is that eyewitnesses go a long way, but it depends on the situation.
The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Hello, my name is Ben Schneider. A couple months ago, I made a case, and you were the officer that was
like if you had, for example, I was trying to think of an example. I'll let it play. Like for an example of an eyewitness going a lot further would be like a murder case. Like if you have multiple, like for a really big example is Carmelo Anthony. I mean, they had 20 witnesses that all seen what he did. So like,
create it. I submitted a bunch of evidence through a link he sent me, and this was a couple months ago, and I haven't heard anything back. And so I'm just calling to see if I can get some type of update on how the case is going. It's about the CEO, Eamon McNeff of Bricks and Minifigs, in an obstruction case. And so if you could give me a call back at your earliest convenience, that'd be awesome.
That's crazy.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed.
Nothing.
Yeah, literally no matter what I tried, I could not get a hold of this police officer. So I'm traveling all the way back to Utah to go back to the Provo police station in person to see how the police investigation against Eamon is going. And I just so happened to get a hold of the police schedule and arrived at the exact time this officer was supposed to arrive. But before I could speak to this officer, one of the other police officers called into the front desk and asked to talk to me.
I'm not seeing him on duty right now.
Really? They said he was going to be here today at 3 o'clock.
There's
Bro.
always the chance that they might have called out sick or something.
Is there any way that you can like check if he's here, or?
He's definitely scheduled to be here. Like I said, they might have called out sick or something.
Are you able to look and see how the case is going? All I really want is kind of just an update on the case.
Watch, come to find out he never even filed it. Watch. Guarantee you he never filed it.
That's not something that I can tell you.
Oh my god.
Okay, you can't even just tell me like how it's going, like if he's still.
I bet they can't. How convenient for them.
That's not something I can do.
Okay, well thank you.
So basically I came all the way out here to find 0 answers, but eventually I did find an answer. They sent it to me in the mail, and looks like I was right. The police only had time to take on one of our cases, and it was Eamon's, not mine. Yes, the case that had an overwhelming amount of evidence. They thought that case was garbage, and they took on the case that has 0 evidence at all. In the police body cam footage, after the police watched my full conversation, proving that I didn't threaten to burn the place down or literally anything, they even admitted to Eamon that there was no credibility with his entire case against me.
We agreed that there really was no extortion code that would fit your situation. However, you know, at the end of the day, we do want to help you guys so you're not having to deal with this fool and all of his issues. We did find that there was another code that fit, and it's called aggravated commercial obstruction.
The police just told Eamon that even though there's absolutely nothing to his claim against me, if they work together, maybe they can fabricate some type of charge against me.
However, the tricky thing is that we have to prove that this individual either entered or remains unlawfully on the premise. When he came to the property, did you have to ask him more than once to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, we're not leaving until we get it. And he's like, no. Like,
so Eamon's telling the police that even though they continuously told us to leave, we didn't leave. But if we go back and look at the footage of what happened, this is the reality.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them. That doesn't involve us. Okay. As a separate business entity, you got to take it up with them. You got to resolve it with them.
I can't stand this weird mental gymnastic mindset these guys come up with so that way they don't get held accountable. Oh well, because it's a branch of the business, is its own entity. Dude, like, get out of here. Get out of here. We all know what you're doing here. We all know what you're trying to do. What a scum-sucking piece of crap.
I don't know. It kind of looks like the reality of what happened is we left too early for them. They wanted to pull us back in to keep talking to us. But we did show back up a second time, and to Eamon's credit, about halfway through the conversation, he did say that if we don't leave, he's going to call the cops on us.
You can leave. If you come back here, we will call the cops. If you don't leave right now, I will call the cops.
So you don't want to do the easy way?
And this is right after I told him you could do it either the easy way and just give us the Legos back, or we can do it the hard way, implying that we would take him to court.
So you're threatening me.
I'm not threatening. We're right. Like, we have a right to the Legos, so we're gonna get them the easy way or the hard way.
What proof of ownership have you provided to me that you own this Lego?
I mean, I can give you proof if you want.
Right. Provide proof.
But right after he says this, he's now asking us to provide him proof that we actually are entitled to these Legos, so we can't leave now because he just told us to stay and provide proof. And then at the very end of the conversation, he says this one more time.
Okay, you've been asked to leave. Please leave.
We have to leave? Okay. Well, thank you for working with us.
What a slimy little piece of shit.
Well, we have now all just seen the video footage of what actually happened. But now let's hear how Eamon describes it to the police.
guys, at this point, I've asked you to leave. Please leave. Well, we you know, like, you have to listen to us. You have to pay us this money. No, guys, you need to leave, and you're not leaving. Like, but I asked multiple times, they did not leave.
Looks like that might be a second-degree felony. He's facing felony charges. It is a felony?
Yes, because I went to the corporate headquarters and tried to give Eamon the easy way out of all of this. They're now trying to get me on a second-degree felony, which I don't really know how any of this would make me get a second-degree felony. Like, what the heck, police officers? But they're doing it, and the punishment for this crime is 15 years in jail.
That is insane.
I don't know, you know, like however else, you know, like some of that stuff comes through, but, you know, like the reality is, like, we've tried to talk with him and said, we're willing to work with you.
Yeah, I think one of the main reasons the police keep taking Ammon's side instead of ours, besides the whole Mormon thing, is that Ammon keeps framing the situation as he's just the helpful CEO who's trying to do the right thing and return Brian's property. And we're the ones that are preventing him from giving it back to Brian.
That's crap. Everyone knows it's crap.
I say we rewatch the footage and see what actually happened.
We said we would be more than happy to help Mr. Mansell.
Yeah, because Brian said
he was unwilling to work with us.
He got you trespassed him off. You trespassed him off the property when he went there to claim the Legos. You literally did the same thing to him you're doing to Ben.
The store inventory, and that because he said like he wanted to work with you, and then you guys didn't provide the store inventory.
We asked him to provide us with any documentation, and he provided us with a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is not something that anybody, you can just walk over to a McDonald's right now and say, all of your ice cream machines belong to me. Why? Because so and so said so. Why? And I have a spreadsheet.
How the hell do you prove that you own the Legos, bro? What does he need, like the original purchase receipt? Or was he supposed to take a picture of every single Lego set he has? What? Seriously? That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. You're acting like an insurance company. Well, I know that your stuff got stolen, but because you didn't have a picture of it and a serial number, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. The fuck you mean?
It says that all these ice cream machines are. That's not proof of ownership. That's not proof of anything.
So first off, this spreadsheet Ammon's referring to wasn't just some mystery spreadsheet. It was the actual inventory the store made. But I guess Ammon's trying to claim that the previous owner stole the Legos and then lied on the inventory, and so now it basically makes this inventory invalid. He said that when corporate was taking over the store, that they actually did their own inventory, and this is the correct inventory.
When we took over, we did an inventory.
And good news for me, he's willing to give me this inventory. He's actually always been willing to give it to me or Brian. All we've ever had to do was ask.
We will work with you to obtain any Lego that does exist.
Well, we did that, and you guys.
When?
I think like 5 or 6 times, and we've gotten 0 response back.
Yeah, literally the first thing I did right when I heard about this entire situation was I googled Bricks and Minifigs, clicked on their website, clicked contact us, and sent them a message. I actually got a message back from corporate saying that they would love to help, but after a few months, I kept trying to reply to this message, and they just completely ghosted me.
Huh.
I think we've done like 6 over the last 4 or 5 months.
Pull it up. Find out. Tell me when.
Let's see. I say like, hey, I don't think this ever got resolved. I'm just reaching back out right now, and then never.
Hit forward right now. Resend it.
Let's go, Mark.
What's the email?
That is I don't know what email address that is.
This is on your guys' website.
That says fbc.team. I said franchise at bricksandminifigs.com.
Well, this is just on the website.
That's literally on your website. He just showed himself doing it.
So.
Did I tell you look up something on the website and send it there?
Well.
Did I say that just barely?
Well, that's why.
Yes or no? Did I say that?
No.
I just said send me an email to franchise at bricksandminifigs.com and we will work with that.
But you're getting mad at me because I emailed the email on the website?
You keep saying that you like. So I understand.
I guess the website it's only set up for peasants, right? The website's only set up for peasants that are stupid and dumb. Yeah, they send all the poor peasants that need to file complaints there so that way they can ignore the emails, right? That's what you're saying, isn't it?
But I'm telling you right now, and you're trying to argue on something that I didn't give you any information about. I'm telling you, send it to that one.
Yeah, but you're like getting upset at us that we emailed the email that was on your website.
No, I'm telling you the way to do this, and you've been probably trying to communicate with a ghost.
Well, that's your guys' fault for putting that email on the website.
Sure. Okay. Understood.
Ben, so why are you getting mad at us because we emailed the website for your instructions?
You harass us for all sorts of things. I'm not getting mad at you.
Well, we're not harassing. We're just asking for our Legos back. If someone stole money from you and you went and politely asked for the money back, is that you harassing them?
It seems like Ammon kept either trying to stall or switch the subject.
I kind of feel like if you're in a situation like this and come to find out that Bricks and Minifigs is actually at fault, they should allow Reckless Ben to break both of his legs like a mobster. Like straight up. That's what the court should allow. Like if you steal money like this or you steal like an item or something like that and come to find out you're at fault, the Reckless Ben should like break both your legs and then extort you for money. Like, or not extort you, but like harass you for money, right? He should just keep like being allowed to break his legs or fingers so that way he can get the money back.
It almost seems like he doesn't want to actually give us this inventory. What? He keeps saying he's willing to give it to us.
You guys can send that inventory list to us?
I do believe so, yes.
I bet that inventory list is probably going to validate what the original inventory list that they have said. Guarantee you it will. Either that or it'll be so heavily like edited it won't even matter.
I think we have sent that to Brian.
He says he said that's all he wants is the inventory list, and he'll stop like bugging you guys.
Well, then, Mr. Mansell and you, and if you want to be included on the emails with Mr. Mansell, that's totally fine. You guys can email us, and we can go.
But you guys will give him the inventory list, because he said he's been asking for it for over a year now.
We can show the inventory list that was obtained when the store was originally taken over from Crystal Law, and we can work through that process and try and identify what was or wasn't there, and also try and identify how to proceed from there.
Yeah, I think Brian gets upset because he says they always say that they'll send me the list, kind of like how you're saying, oh, we can send it easily. But then when it comes
then they
down
never
to it, they
do.
never actually send it. So maybe if you actually go ahead and send it, it would make him feel better.
Not even, dude, like he's the CEO. He's like, what, a CEO or something like that? He owns the business. They could literally pull you into a side office and print it out right there. Straight up. They're like, send an no, dude, you ain't even got to do an email. Just have him print it out. Why can't you print it out right now? What's stopping you from going into a side office and printing it out right the fuck now? Right now. What is stopping you? Like, what better way to do it than to just, like, because you know Ben probably has the dates of everything. Why don't you just ask Ben, hey, yeah, I'll get you the, like, just tell Ben you'll get the list. But it's obvious that's not what you're not trying to do this the right way. You're trying to steal $200,000 in Legos.
I understand.
That's what it looks like anyway.
I'm more than willing to work with you and help you. That's what I'm saying. Send an email to that email address that I just gave to you, and that will produce results.
But anyways, I sent an email to the email he told me about, not the one on their website. That's a bad email. Don't ever email that one or the CEO is going to be pissed. But according to Ammon, now that I've sent this email, I should be receiving the inventory list very soon. So I waited all day and I got no answer. So the next day I sent them another email. I patiently waited again for about a week. And finally,
this is the response. Mr. Schneider, BAM Franchising Incorporation will not participate in any form of communication that appears designed for public provocation, harassment, or manipulation of facts for the purpose of media content. Attempts to obtain privileged or confidential information through misrepresentation or the creation of fraudulent documents.
Just for me asking for this inventory list to prove their innocence, because I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I want to be like, hey, if you're innocent, I want to prove that you're innocent with this inventory list. But now, by me trying to do that, that's criminal behavior on my part.
And considered harassment. And we reserve all...
Even though he said to do that. He said to do that.
...rights to refer such behavior to appropriate legal authorities.
It's AKA
the cops.
So don't ask for our inventory list or else we're going to call the cops.
yes, Bricks and Minifigs has officially banned me from ever asking for this inventory list again. And I'm not the only one who's banned from asking for this list.
He promised us a full inventory right away. We've never received it.
The original owner, look at that.
It's been...
Look at that, guys.
Absolutely nothing. So we've never gotten anything. We've never gotten an inventory list.
Yeah, the previous owner who got her entire store stolen from her by corporate, I mean, she's legally required to get sent an inventory list, and even she, 2 years later, has not gotten it yet.
Oh, that's the lady. That's the original lady that had the corporate list. Or that worked at the location. Holy crap.
Resolved
he got in contact with the original owner.
Because they would have had to identify everything in the store.
No
and they would have
shot.
identified all of Brian's stuff, and they never provided it, so we couldn't then demand the third-party evaluation.
And it's now, what, a year and a half?
And this is the reason why they wanted to shut the video down. I guarantee you this is the reason why they wanted to shut the video down. This makes them look really bad. Holy!
Yeah.
Later.
You know, who knows what.
Still no
inventory. Bro, this makes them look terrible.
No. Would have solved a lot of problems a year and a half ago to go, here's the inventory.
And even Brian still hasn't received this inventory list yet.
I've never received an inventory list. I've never received a record of sales because they can't provide it. They opened the store up almost right away and started selling it.
And the worst part about all of this is it seems like the CEO is pretty much just trying to rub all of this in everyone's face. When I turned on the news, I saw this.
Now, as far as offering Brian the inventory, have you gone through the store, figured out what was part of his collection, taken inventory and shown him that inventory to offer that?
We've tried to share those with Mr. Mansell in hopes that he can see, you know, like that we were not
a lying piece of rat shit. What a lying piece of shit.
Attempting in any way, shape, or form to withhold anything. Those then were offered to him, and the initial offer was rejected.
So now on public television, Ammon, the CEO, is telling the world that he tried to give us this inventory, but we're the ones that didn't want it.
We do want to help him recover as much of the collection
Our number one priority right now.
That is crazy, bro.
That we have a responsibility to work with him to make sure he does get made whole.
So you've offered Brian the inventory of sets that was in the store.
Yeah, whatever was left over, we've offered that on multiple occasions. So we've tried to make multiple offers, and
so you just want him to take like, how much was it? It wasn't even like $500. It was like a couple $100 out of 120K. Bro, you're cooked in the head. You're cracked. You're stupid, and you won't even give out the inventory list. No, no, absolutely not.
To get them to the table so we can discuss it.
And this is pretty much Ammon's game plan now. Go on as many news stations as you can and lie.
The entire time we were saying, hey, we want to help, we want to help.
The main narrative now seems to be Bricks and Minifigs has always been trying to give Brian his Legos back, but Brian just never wanted them back.
Would you be willing to just take this? And the answer was no. It was attempted to be given to the family,
like that,
and it was refused. They made the offer and said, hey, you can have all this. And that offer was not accepted at the time.
Well, that's Ammon's side of the story, but I say let's take a look at what actually happened.
Read from the bottom up. That is our correspondence with Bricks and Minifigs, trying to work with them in getting the sets back.
So right when this happened, Brian hired an attorney to reach out to Bricks and Minifigs. They sent an email saying, how should we proceed to retake the possession of the sets/minifigures? And they actually emailed back saying they were willing to help. And then after this, they just never respond. So Brian's attorney sent them another email, just following up on this, when can we pick up the sets? And they still didn't respond. So the attorneys emailed back saying, it's now been 16 days, how can we get these Legos back? And finally, they received a response. It says, Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson have no legal obligation to return any of the Lego product that exists in their store to you.
What?
So, yeah, basically they're saying that they're the one...
Yo, these slimy motherfuckers. Wow.
Not even work with you is what it seems like.
Exactly.
They said that to a lawyer.
We consider this matter closed and will not be returning any Lego products to you. So as you can see, that's the reality of what actually happened. But then Ammon goes on Fox News and says this.
So they actually did have an attorney send information to us. We said, great, appreciate this. Let's see what we can do to work this out. Yeah. And then we never heard back.
So why is Ammon going on like Fox News then and saying, we wanted to give Brian his stuff back. He's the one that didn't want his stuff back. He didn't want any of his things.
That's my point. I don't know. He's lying.
I truly do believe in integrity. Truly, I believe in the sentiment of integrity, and I believe everyone should have integrity.
But anyways, another thing the CEO seems to be pretty upset about is that when Brian kept demanding his stuff back and couldn't get it back, eventually he had enough. And he was like, I'm going to make a Facebook post about this. And in his Facebook post, he called Bricks and Minifigs thieves and liars. And this Facebook post, like, really pissed off Ammon. I mean, Bricks and Minifigs is literally suing Brian now for millions of dollars, all because of this. I mean, back when I was talking to him at corporate headquarters, he made it very clear that what they did is technically not actually considered theft.
There is no theft. Do you understand the legal definition of theft? Legally have to be
So
the definition of knowing that the property was stolen or otherwise not belonging to that person.
And on my phone,
it was not known until Mr. Mansell came in days later and said, I have some of these things that need to be...
And that's another lie again, because...
It is not another lie.
So I showed Ammon the security camera footage where corporate acknowledges that they are now going to be responsible for these Lego Star Wars sets.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets...
And you know what's funny? Is this entire argument that he's been pushing forward falls apart because of this video footage. This video footage completely annihilates everything that he said because he had a corporate guy come and kick this poor lady out from her job, her business, and take all the sets and stuff and say that it was all going to be under corporate's control and it was going to be corporate's problem and all this other stuff. That's insane, bro.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that kind of side that liability.
And after showing him this footage to try to bring the conversation back to reality, this was his response.
Extortion?
Because we caught you guys?
No, because you are attempting to extort us, so that's what you're doing. What you are doing right now is illegal. It's an extortion.
So catching you guys in illegal activity, that's illegal on me.
Nope. We have done nothing.
See, I agree too. I agree. Nope, it's not illegal on us. Thank you for.
We have done nothing illegal, and you are doing something illegal right now.
What is he doing that's illegal?
I don't think it's illegal. I think us catching you guys for doing the illegal thing doesn't make that what we're doing is illegal. That means what you guys are doing is illegal.
Really, guy? Watch, come to find out, corporate took over that location and kicked that lady out from her business, just so that way he can get these Lego sets and put it in his house. See, what they gotta do is they gotta subpoena this dude's everything. Subpoena everything. His bank documents, company records, house, they gotta search high and low for these Lego sets. You know what I'm saying? Make this dude scared to ever do this again. Completely crack down on this.
Okay, you've been asked to leave. Please leave.
We have to leave?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for working with us. And
after just going around in circles for probably 30 to 40 minutes and just, having like kind of less than genuine questions or less than genuine responses being given to me, I was exasperated by the end of it. And that's, when people get.
Why haven't any of the legacy media reached out to Ben? Has Ben have they been actively ignoring it? Like, why haven't they? Why haven't any of these legacy media news networks reached out to Reckless Ben? I find that very odd. I mean, they were pretty quick to reach out to Nick Shirley. Why didn't they reach out to Reckless Ben?
Tired and exasperated. That's when we finally got the footage that we can use to make him look like a completely unreasonable monster, Yeah. But that's what they do is people whose goal is to do those types of things, they just harass and go after people as long as.
Well, if what he's doing is so bad, then why can't you come up with anything that the police can legally charge him with? Why is it that whenever he finally goes to court, it gets thrown out because it's BS? It's because you're in the wrong, and you know you're in the wrong. Everybody knows you're in the wrong. Even the courts knows that you're in the wrong, but because they're in your back pocket like your own personal piggy bank, they're too scared to do anything against you because you're going to probably blackmail them and say that you're going to come out saying that you paid them to be more on your side. See, I don't know why the federal government hasn't gotten involved with this yet. They need to send in some kind of investigative team from the federal government, maybe even the FBI or something. I don't know, but there has to be something that the federal government can do with this, because even the court system here and the police station here are obviously in this dude's back pocket. Come on,
hard as they can until somebody breaks and says something that then they can use that one clip to be like, oh, look at this horrible monster of a person. So that's what I feel like has kind of really happened here.
So Ammon's claiming that I just harassed him for 30 minutes and finally he got fed up with us, which that was the one clip at the end that I used in my documentary. So I say let's go to the very beginning of the footage, my first interaction with them, and see what actually happened.
So what's going on?
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
No.
Yeah, literally from the very first sentence we ever exchanged with each other, Ammon's goal was just to lie to us. But anyways, I'm now starting to think that the only reason Ammon wanted us to email him about the inventory list wasn't actually to give us the inventory list, but actually it was a trap. Yeah, Ammon only wanted me to email him so he can find out my email and subpoena Google and find out all of my private information. And you think I'm lying, but they actually did this. They subpoenaed Google asking for all private information tied to this email address. And Google sent them hundreds of hours of all the raw footage from everything I've filmed to the Lego video so far, all my emails, all my search history, all the metadata that shows everywhere I've been. But anyways, this was the reaction of the police officer after she watched my entire first episode.
I'm really curious to see if this fool even makes any money doing this YouTube stuff. I'm if it's enough for him to travel to another state to go get some footage. It doesn't even sound like his like secret information doesn't even seem credible from
No.
my understanding.
No, so it sounds like you were able to watch the video.
I think by secret information, the police officer is referring to the security camera footage that proves that everything Bricks and Minifigs is saying is a lie. My first question is, how could this not be credible? It's literally just video evidence of what happened that night. But at least now I can see why the police aren't listening to me. They're basically just saying that all of the evidence I submit to them is not credible, and therefore, case closed. Ben's wrong and we're right, because we said that the evidence is uncredible. At this point, Bricks and Minifigs is working with the police to just come up with whatever story they can to make any evidence I give them seem as uncredible as possible.
In all of his actions to just generate clicks and likes to get, you know, like social media clout without putting in work and just doing the crummy stuff.
Interesting.
He seems like a fun gentleman.
No. Oh, and you know,
His MO really seems to follow somebody who's like a paper tiger, right? Like who, like behind, you know, or like a keyboard warrior. They'll make threats.
And this is the craziest part of the video to me.
He didn't threaten you once. He didn't threat violence on you once. Why does he keep doing this?
Claiming that I'm a keyboard warrior. And a keyboard warrior is basically just someone who talks a lot of smack online, but then when it actually comes down to it, they won't do anything in person. Which, I mean, if we look back at the footage, I accomplished almost everything I set out to do. I didn't get scared of anything. If someone in this story is a keyboard warrior, I don't think it's me. I think it's Bricks and Minifigs. I mean, let's double check by looking at the footage. Ammon claims with his words that he can give us the inventory list.
We can show the inventory list.
But when it actually comes down to it, he's terrified to give it to anyone. Bricks and Minifigs this entire time has also just been begging me to sue them.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? Let's go to court. Sue me for it. Sue me. Let's go to court. Let's go to court then.
So when I finally go out and actually sue them, they close down their store. And now Bricks and Minifigs is going to absolute extreme lengths to hide from this lawsuit.
Are you okay if she just gives you the papers so we can just...
No, I'm not accepting service from her. Absolutely not.
I mean, Bricks and Minifigs is showing all of the signs of a keyboard warrior, but for some reason they think that I'm the keyboard warrior. At this point, it almost seems like everything Bricks and Minifigs is doing, for some reason they think that I'm the one that's the one doing it.
I'll keep my fingers crossed for you guys, hoping no more issues. There's so many other things that this guy could, like, be talking about, right?
No, 100%. But
oh yeah, you know, there's so much more that he could be talking about. You know, it's not like there's a family that's been put out into the middle of nowhere, you know? It's not like they have, the dude has grandkids that need to go to college, right? It's not like it's a big deal or anything. You know, this could completely financially ruin two people's lives with student loan debt, but, you know, there's something else that's so much better than that. Fuck those two people, they should just go do themselves in, right? Right? I mean, that's basically what you're saying. Come on now. What a shit department. They need to roll up in here and take all these people's jobs.
Something happens. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, Ammon just completely proves my point. Obviously, I'm not suffering from the sunk cost fallacy at all. Ammon's the one suffering from the sunk cost fallacy. I mean, they literally already admitted to me that they've held onto the Legos for so long, it's not worth it for them to give it back to us anymore.
I'm not going to distribute those things at this point. We've kept them on hold for this long, so...
Let's see what else Bricks and Minifigs is accusing me of. Well, they're suing me for defamation. But this entire time, Bricks and Minifigs is actually the ones defaming me.
They themselves say, hey, you guys stole this product from this person. If you don't give it back, I'm going to burn the place down.
Let's go to the next thing Bricks and Minifigs is accusing me of. Extortion. When they're the ones actually extorting me by saying if I don't let them steal the Legos from us, they're going to make up a reason to throw me in jail.
You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang.
Okay?
Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
Bricks and Minifigs is also getting me for RICO charges.
They're charging Reckless Ben for RICO. I think it is more likely that the police are guilty of RICO, right?
I absolutely agree with this. I absolutely agree with this. Ben should try to get RICO charges put on the department and Bricks and Minifigs. Because that is what's really going on here. What they're doing literally falls under RICO.
And if you look at the CEO's previous businesses, he actually got sued for RICO. He's the one guilty of RICO, not me. They're also accusing me of sending a sniper to shoot out the windows of the McNeff house.
If you guys want to come to, you can see the window and see where they were shooting from. It could be a sniper blade on the hill.
When the police got there, they realized it was actually a construction worker who accidentally shattered the window.
It seems more likely that it happened from construction work than it happened from some random people across the way.
But even after all this, they still go online and say it was me.
He's trying to get Ben Schneider for like attempted murder. He's basically trying to set Ben Schneider up for attempted murder when meanwhile it was a nail from his own construction worker.
So what's the moral of the story here? It looks like everything bad Bricks and Minifigs is doing.
The thing is that I guarantee it was from the construction because they probably never found a bullet. I mean, the bullet would have to embed itself somewhere, right? Even if it's in the dirt, they would find it. Come on. Like, come on, guys. Seriously, come on.
I think that I'm the one that's doing the bad thing. It makes no sense.
So, just to let you know, we call it double blind. The person who committed the crime may or may not be in the lineup or depicted. So I will give this to you. You'll have as much time as you need to choose someone or to not choose anyone. Whenever you're able to feel that you have ID'd somebody, I just ask that you circle it and then initial next to it.
And then, like that?
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder who it could have been.
Okay. Cool.
Really, this was like the final step that I needed. This is legit. We've been able to verify who he is now.
Yep.
So the police put on this big performance to make it look like they're going to all this work to verify the facts. When in reality, they already know who I am. They already subpoenaed Google. They already watched my entire first Lego video. They already went through all my search history. To me, this just feels like a staged performance so they can show the world, hey, look, we verified everything, when if they would have just put an equal amount of effort into watching the raw footage I submitted to them, they would have found out that Ammon's just completely lying to them, but for some reason they didn't.
Well, they didn't probably because that entire department is in their back pocket. They're probably donating a lot of money to that department. That's probably why.
A few weeks later, when I ended up going to court, this was the state's response.
My name is Nick Mielstein. I'm the prosecutor. Is Benjamin Schneider here?
Yes.
If you want to take care of that today, we can do what we call a plea in abeyance.
Were you able to see the footage I submitted to the police of our interaction?
I have not watched it, no.
Okay, because in that footage, you can clearly see that the second he tells us to leave, where we say, okay, we'll leave, and then he calls the police and said that we threatened to burn down the building and shoot everyone inside. And he was just making up all these lies, which you can clearly see in the footage that we submitted. We were being respectful the whole time. We left the second he told us to.
Sorry, let me look.
And so it makes sense why the police would take me to court because, I mean, he's threatening that we're going to burn down the building and shoot everyone, but we did nothing. Like, he's just saying that because he's trying to. I'm a documentary maker, so I'm making a documentary on the thing. So his logic is if he throws me in jail, then if he makes up a reason for me to go to jail, then I won't be able to expose them for their crimes. So that's the what's going on. It's clear as day in the footage if you watch it.
And you know that here's the thing, is that there's no the location, right, where they went and talked. You know it has cameras there. They didn't bother bringing any of the footage or show any actual physical evidence or proof that it came out of Ben's mouth that he was going to burn down the building. But Ben can use the footage to be like, well, actually, this is what happened. So it's convenient. It's inconvenient for Bricks and Minifigs that Ben just records everything. And it's great for Ben because he gets everything on footage, not only for court, but for YouTube. So it all kind of works out for Ben. And the only people, per the usual, that have to sit here and do this weird, like, shadow boxing is Bricks and Minifigs because they think that they're at Ben's level. But they're going to find out probably here within the next year that they're done.
It seems like they're just making up a bunch of false information.
That's totally what they're doing.
Silence criticism.
But did you submit that to the police officer?
Yes.
Is the footage
He has proof of that.
Still going, like, when you step out the door?
It starts from when we're in the elevator, before we talk to him, to when we were back in the elevator going back down.
Obviously, a video doesn't necessarily show everything that possibly happened.
So according to the state of Utah,
Really?
the raw video shows everything that possibly could have happened is not credible and could not have shown everything that possibly could have happened. And they didn't even watch it. They're literally just taking Ammon's word for everything and completely
they're just taking this dude's word for it. Bro, what? That's not how the law works.
All the evidence. So where does this leave me now?
So you mean to tell me that if you've got someone committing a murder on footage, and they just don't use it? Oh well, not everything's in the footage. He could have antagonized him. What the fuck do you mean, bro? Like what? That is mind-blowingly stupid.
Not only am I being charged with a bunch of mystery crimes in American Fork, Utah, but I'm also being charged with a second-degree felony up to 15 years in jail in Provo, Utah. And now that they have written proof that I'm committing all of these insane crimes against them, I mean, obviously Bricks and Minifigs just made up everything, but that's not how the court sees it. The court thinks that these are real. And for whatever reason, the court wouldn't let me share my side. They only heard Bricks and Minifigs' side.
Ben's side was not in the room, was not heard. The court signed an order erasing his published work on the strength of the company's verified complaint and the company's motion with no one there to say a word against it.
Yeah, the judge granted a temporary restraining order, preventing me from even talking about Bricks and Minifigs, which sucks because this was the night I hit 1 million subscribers, and all my friends threw a giant surprise party for me. Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs gets to just keep spreading their lies about me, and I just have to sit in silence, and there's nothing I can do to stop them. It's crazy to think about how much public support I was getting.
$200,000 Lego dispute that's turning into one of the craziest legal cases and an internet crusade that is just exploding.
A $200,000 Lego collection. This $200,000 Lego scandal is literally one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
I think this might be the best video.
Hey!
Run by Mormons. Reckless Ben.
Reckless Ben.
It really seemed like the entire internet was uniting to stand up to this bully of a company.
Bricks and Minifigs can stuff it.
Brick by brick.
Brick by brick. Brick by brick.
It really did seem like we were right about to get the Legos back. But I was wrong. Now the court has silenced me. And it looks like all the work I put into this was just for nothing. However, people were pretty upset that I was silenced and decided to protest.
Brick by brick.
It sucks that I'm not even allowed to be a part of this movement anymore.
Yo, I bet those protesters are like having a conniption fit right now because they didn't realize that he was there. Yo, like what? Yo!
Be a part of this movement anymore.
Brick by brick. Brick by brick.
Or maybe I can be here. I just have to be in disguise so no one recognizes me.
No.
Alright, I'm here with, what was your name?
I'm Jerome. Just here to support the cause. It's the American Fork local. Just here to support.
Oh my god, this dude is crazy.
I spent the rest of the day protesting for the cause, and not a single person here recognized who I actually am. And maybe the protesting worked, because after a full month of remaining silent, I finally have an announcement.
Well, it looks like I don't need this disguise anymore.
Damn!
Freedom of speech back, baby. I can say whatever I want. I can say Bricks and Minifigs sucks. I can say Bricks and Minifigs such old people. And look, I just said it. I'm not in jail, which is sick. We got.
But you still decided to wait a few days in order to upload this to YouTube, didn't you? You still made it members only or Patreon before you decided to release this on YouTube. You see, that's where I can't really. I mean, I like the video, but I kind of, you know, have my doubts now.
First Amendment right back. Yeah.
And now that I have my freedom of speech back, everyone is wondering how Bricks and Minifigs can make up for the fact that they made up all these lies about me to take away my freedom of speech. Most legal experts are saying I could easily win millions of dollars from Bricks and Minifigs, but instead, I have a better solution. If they want to apologize, they can say they're sorry by doing the chicken dance. And I will take that as a sincere form of apology. And once they do the chicken dance, then I will know that Bricks and Minifigs is sorry, and we can finally move on to the next video series, and it'll be awesome. So you guys might be thinking, why do you want them to do the chicken dance? And there's actually a reason. So this entire time, Bricks and Minifigs always says the right thing, but then their actions don't match their words at all. So I was thinking, well, if they get given an apology, they might say the right things, you know, but they're not actually gonna mean it. So by doing the chicken dance, I'm gonna basically just be giving them another opportunity to do the right thing, not just with their words, but with their actions. And once they decide to do the right thing, then I'll move on to the next video series and never talk about Bricks and Minifigs again. And also make sure to check us out at www.westealfromoldpeople.com, because right now we have 2 new Lego sets for sale that you can buy right now. One of Joshua Johnson and one of...
I think that I got a little bit of a hot take with this. I think that Ben so easily jumping ship on this doesn't look good. That's what I think. I think that the fact that he also launched this on Patreon first before he uploaded it to YouTube also doesn't look good. I don't really know what to think of this. I do know that it's kind of like the Trump thing, right? Where it's like all talk and no do. The issue that I can really see with this is that if Bricks and Minifigs continues to operate without being forced to pay out millions of dollars on principle, there is no lesson learned here. I will tell you that much. And the fact that Ben is so easily gonna jump ship if they do the chicken dance, I don't really think that's a good look. Because it kind of makes him look very much so like what the opposing side wants him to look like, which is kind of just a pretentious asshole, right? And it just doesn't look good. Like, it makes what the CEO was saying, where this is just for likes and views, kind of right. It's not for the principle of doing what's right by the family, it's for the views. And now that the viewership for it is over with, he wants to jump ship. That's the problem that I see with this. And I don't really know what exactly it is that he planned on doing with this. But if his goal was to get the Legos back, or to, you know, actually sue Bricks and Minifigs, that's what he should do. He should do it out of principle, as like a stop fucking around. But he's not. He's just going to jump ship. The police department won't even face any repercussions for this. The CEO will probably just kind of like coast, and eventually they'll start getting more people that go into Bricks and Minifigs at some point. Like, this just doesn't look good for Ben. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. It really doesn't. So I do kind of wonder what it is that happened in court that he's not showing. Because obviously there's a lot of footage that he wouldn't show that makes him look bad. I mean, why would he do that? Why would he show footage that makes him look bad? But I do wonder how much of it we're not seeing that will make him jump ship so quickly, you know? Maybe he's expecting them not to do the chicken dance because they haven't done anything they said they do since the start, right? But it just doesn't look good if you set the bar that low. It just doesn't.
Of Ammon McNeth. And we're only making 500 of each, and once all 500 of each sell out...
Yeah, exactly. If he really wants to act like he's doing the right thing, the company needs to be held accountable, and that police station need to be held accountable too, and the detectives that ignored him whenever a citizen that needed help reached out to them. But he's not... It doesn't seem like he's trying to do that. It seems like he's just trying to jump ship, and it's actually just for the views. Straight up.
Anymore, and you gotta buy them now because someday they're gonna sell for like $1 million or something. They're gonna be collectibles. It's gonna be sick. Also, subscribe to Patreon. You'll get tons of behind the scenes, tons of extra footage, full interviews. Also, part 4 is coming soon. If you subscribe to Patreon, you'll be the first to watch it. And also, subscribe to part 5. Subscribe to part 6, part 7, all the way to part 100. We're doing 100 parts.
My lawyer said if Bricks and Minifigs sues me, which they've still not dropped their lawsuit, then it'll be at least 2 years and 52 weeks a year. That's 104 parts at least. So come back all the way till 100.
I didn't do anything. It cut off there. That wasn't me. That was a him thing. I don't know, bro. I think I'm gonna have. I think that was my hot take right there. I don't think Reckless Ben was ever trying to hold them accountable. I think they might have been right. Seriously, and I hate to say that. I don't want to sound like a dick or anything, but I don't. It just doesn't look good for Reckless Ben. It brings in everything he's done into question, in my opinion. But I guess only time will tell. I mean, sure, the CEO and the police are slime bags, but what if somebody else needs that money and they go to Bricks and Minifigs, and because they were never held accountable, it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't at all.
Interesting.
Actually, you know what? We'll save this for the weekend. We'll save this one for the weekend. So, Rupert Lowe went on to the Joe Rogan show.
Was on Joe Rogan, episode 2500, and oh my god, how does he do so many podcasts? Holy shit, man. This is like a podcast every other day. Oh my god. Yes, this is crazy. Should you be mad at China or Russia at the same mentality? Of course, because they're not America. Duh. You retarded? Anyway, let's go down and we'll look at these. Let me go and find a few more of the other posts. I've only seen a handful of them yet. I don't know why it's not showing any of these. I can just go it from here. When's your turn? Why don't you relax?
Where we've got these Islamic settlements which effectively operate, and there are large tracts of the country now where we've got these Islamic settlements which effectively operate almost as a sort of parallel society. I don't know whether it's quite the same here, whether you've got the similar thing with the Somalis in Minnesota.
You do in Dearborn, Michigan. Dearborn, Michigan just had a gigantic Islamic parade where you just see tens of thousands of people holding flags and walking on the street, and it's kind of crazy. It's crazy that, and they've also one of the things that's funny about Dearborn is all the progressives. It's a very liberal place. They're like, welcome, welcome, everyone's welcome for all cultures. And as soon as they got into power, they banned the pride flag.
That's what they do. They did the same thing in Britain. They did the same thing in Britain whenever they got into power. They put their flags up on the utility poles, and anybody that tried to get rid of them were instantly arrested. But they were going around taking their like the British flag off the utility poles and throwing them on the ground. That's exactly what they do. Like these people that are like, oh, but Muslim this, Muslim religion, that Muslim. And if you're a woman in America and you join the Muslim religion, you're fucking stupid. You're stupid. You are dumb, and you have... Damn, I dropped my egg. Son of a bitch. Well, that's gone forever. You're stupid. They treat you like property. You're dumb. Oh, well, there's not that many extreme... The problem is that the extremists are the ones that are trying to get into government. And do you know how they do that? They do that using extremists. And once they get into power, they do just like what they're doing in Pakistan and Iran. That's what they do. That's what they do. They do that. They treat you like property. And if you're a white woman or an American woman, and you sitting there thinking that this culture is going to give two shits about you, you're stupid. You're dumb and you don't know what the hell you're doing. You are dumb. You're ignorant. And same thing with men too. If you think for 1 second that if you're a white male or African American, and you think for 1 second they're just going to open arms, accept you into the Muslim religion, you're crazy. If it's anything like what Iran and what Lebanon is, they'll kill you. They openly say they're colonizing America. And you know why they say that? So that way, whenever they start killing people, it makes it okay. That's why. Just like what they're doing in the UK.
That was the first thing they did.
Well, I'm afraid they
chickens for KFC.
They have quite strong views on that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, that's why Queers for Palestine is always hilarious. Like, and then you see the meme Palestine for queers, and it's throwing people off roofs.
He just says it. Oh my God.
It's
it's like the chap who runs our Green Party is a gay Jew. So I mean, he's
Oh, I mean, say no more.
going to have a problem if these guys get anywhere near power. But that doesn't seem to put the progressives off. They still seem to.
But this is what's crazy, is that their society is like Islamic society is completely patriarchal. The women are absolutely second-class citizens.
Yes.
They have completely different laws for how the women can dress. What happens to the woman if someone has sex with
if Iran, if they catch your headscarf not on correctly in Iran, they kill you. They kill you. That's what they do. They take you in jail and they grape you. They make you have a jail baby and then they kill you. They turn that baby into a soldier. That's what they do to you. That's why there's so many extremists in the IRGC. Because all they know is war. All they've ever wanted was a form of radicalism. That's how they've built their entire culture. That's why they're so dangerous.
Someone has, first of all, if they commit adultery, they can be killed. Like,
stoned to death.
Yeah, and
with the rocks.
I
I
watched a horrible video where a father did it to his daughter.
Yes, well, you do get these killings.
Honor killings.
Honor killings, yeah.
Or brothers. The brother will kill the daughter if the daughter shamed the family. It's like,
naturally.
Hey, guys, how are you progressive when you're supporting this? And it's because the concept of not being racist, not being called racist, the fear of that is so strong. They're willing to adopt all sorts of things that are the complete antithesis of everything they believe in.
Damn, Mark from the, I'd assume that he's from the UK based on how he's talking, he says, mate, we're not allowed to fly our own flags in the UK. That's why people were putting flags on the posts the moment what is called Rise the Flag. That's disgusting. That you can't walk through the streets with your flag without being attacked. Buddy, let me tell you something. I have 3 guns. And if you think for 1 second, if I wanted to march up and down the street with the American flag and somebody come up and attack me because of that, I wouldn't shoot them? Brother. They about to find out what a true American Texan looks like.
Thank God everybody is
Wouldn't be none of this pussy shit either, this warning shot. Nah, man. Someone getting mag dumped. That's all I can say.
Everybody is saying it. That is exactly fucking right. They hate the West. They hate white people. They hate Western culture. They hate America. They hate Christianity and whatever. And they're terrified of being called racist. That's it.
Yep. But they think that whenever these people colonize America, that they're going to just be their best friends and everything. Look at what they've done to the entire Middle East. Let their actions speak their words and ignore their words, because they obviously lie.
Do you think that this perspective that society has sort of adopted in the UK about white people being bad, do you think this was there was architecture to it? This was by design? That this was done?
Obviously.
Or is this just a natural response to people being called racist? Because of course in the past there was more racism than there is today, and people always want to point to that racism as evidence of colonialism, evidence of whatever it is
bring
that
that
happened in days past. But why in England do you think that narrative took hold so well?
Because I think, Joe, to your point, that this post-war plan for multiculturalism, I think they realized that
it was by design.
They've got a problem.
So part of it was probably infiltrating the universities and promoting these kind of ideas.
It's almost as if, with the World Economic Forum, there's this view that the Anglo-Saxon nations have commanded and dominated too much of the world's resources, and there's
haven't done enough.
Almost like this misguided altruistic view that we should become more concerned with global welfare rather than the welfare of our own citizens.
Well, it's also that there's another component to this too, where it's like the destabilized countries around the world are destabilized as a result.
They want to blame America. They're like, oh, well, it's American colonization. Like, bro, do you know how much technology we've given to the world? How much it's improved their lives? To give you a good example, there are people that used to sacrifice people to the sun gods so that way their harvest was good. We don't have to do that anymore because science says that you're stupid for doing that. That's Neanderthal behavior.
Of European and American involvement, and as a result from that, you need to be punished by allowing their people, their refugees, into the country. So like the original sin is colonialism and other forms of imperialism, and then the atonement is allowing the infinity refugees, right?
No,
that's how it works.
They wouldn't even be here if American taxpayers weren't subsidizing their living. Straight up. They would not be here if they weren't handed jobs, handed a place to live, handed transportation, handed freaking money to be here. They wouldn't even be here. They would immediately roach out. And every government that's at least sanctuary, they know that. That's why they keep doing it. It's just so freaking obvious.
Want to go back to colonialism? Yes. We need to have more colonies.
You know how disgusting it is to try and get a job? But they tell you that you have to go to college, right? But then they bus in an immigrant, they give him the job, or they put him through college to get the job, and literally the only thing he has to do is nothing. It's just because you're a citizen, you don't get to go through college. Sorry, it sucks to be you. But because that person's an immigrant and they get bussed in, they get college and everything free. Wow, that makes it so much better. That totally isn't causing a divide. Sure it isn't.
We need a lot more colonies.
Which I totally disagree with.
It's so stupid.
Well, there's also you will own nothing and you will be happy.
This is your Klaus Schwab.
Which is
Marcello.
hilarious. And someone would even say that out loud.
I know.
You own nothing and you will be happy. Like
a bunch of nutballs.
Is this a part of an Orwell book? Because this doesn't seem like a real person would say something like that. Because who the fuck is going to listen to that? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, they dress like James Bond villains, and they look like it too. They're idiots. Here we go.
Can I pause you for a second? So what you think is that the multicultural invasion, the way it was set up, was on purpose, and it was on purpose to sort of diminish the idea of nationalism?
Yes. I think that
Yeah.
well, I'm
Fucking exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's exactly what it is.
And so this was like a long plan. So this was something that...
And remember how he said the other clip, post-war. What war is he talking about? World War II.
Yeah.
This is
obviously
exactly what I've been saying.
Yeah.
They must have had to sit down and who would be involved in this sort of a discussion where you would be willing to diminish patriotism, diminish this idea that
World War XI,
Britain by itself is exceptional and the people are exceptional.
It was a long, deceitful plan. So I always say...
Who implemented it?
The European elites in league with our elite, who effectively, if you remember, in 1975, we joined what was called the European Economic Community. It wasn't effectively anything other than an economic union. But that very quickly changed, and effectively they tried to politically integrate Europe. that failed, and then in 97, they tried to force it through with...
The Jews? Everybody says it's the Jews. It's the Jews. Guys, if there were no Jews on the world at all, period, you'd still have these problems.
Yeah, you would. You would.
You are falling for a...
What really sucks is the amount of racist piece of shit people that are just Jew haters, man. It's not bad enough they had to deal with the Holocaust. Now they're having to deal with these fucking schizos running around with these suicide vests, blowing up everybody, and these damn drones. They're literally surrounded by everyone that hates them over in the Middle East. It blows my mind how many people hate Jewish people. I don't even know why. It blows my freaking mind. It really does. I don't get, like, dude, if that was an African continent, holy shit, we'd never hear the end of it. What is it, like, dude, like, holy crap, it's crazy. And they still can't get any peace. They have to build a damn missile defense system just to hold their freaking, their country down. Like, holy crap, man, leave them alone. These people have been literally systematically killed for fucking generations. Holy crap.
Version in order to compartmentalize your anger.
Jesus.
And not have it accurately accounted to.
The only people that should be complaining are Jewish people. Shit.
The right people. You are being misdirected to being only mad at the Jews. The Jews did not do this alone. Even if you think the Jews did this, they were not alone in doing this. You need to look at this holistically.
The introduction of the euro. So having failed politically, they tried to do it financially. That was my first...
This is the biggest weakness right now on the internet for right-wing people and any conservative person, is that there is this fixation around blaming everything on the Jews rather than looking at any other factors that could have also caused it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that this was deliberately given to, I think, right-wing people as a way to poison...
Y'all want to know what I think? I think that if people keep hating Jewish culture and Jewish religions and them in general, there may be another Hitler in our time. if there, like, I mean, if you look at the Middle East, there is one spit of land out of the entire Middle East that is Jewish. It's the only place in the entire world that is a true Jewish a country, right? And they're absolutely infested with terrorists that are trying to kill them constantly. You know what other regime tried to do that? Nazi Germany. Let's think about it real hard on what's going on in the Middle East right now.
In the same way that identity...
Now, I'm not a big Israel fan, right? But god dang, bro, they got it rough. If you're born Jewish, bro, you just started life on, like, super expert difficulty. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Politics poisoned the well for left-wing politics to prevent them from having any class solidarity. I think that we're being poison-pilled with this. It's a red herring. Yes, obviously, there can be an issue of Jewish supremacy. There could be an issue of Israel, involvement and Israel bad behavior and the Rothschilds. Like, all of these things can be true, but that's not the whole story.
Foray into standing as a member of parliament to fight to save the British pound, because once you lose your currency, effectively you lose your sovereignty and your national identity. And our gold reserves were going to be shipped out to Germany, to Frankfurt. And we would have become a vassal state, part of the European Union. It would have been irreversible. But in the event, thanks to Sir James Goldsmith, we secured enough votes. We forced the establishment to promise a referendum before they surrendered to the euro.
Jesus. And it's like saying black crime isn't a problem because other races commit crime. Well, saying that, for example, like...
Well, that doesn't help because most of the crime is black on black crime. That's the thing. A lot of people are like, well, you know, it's all the black people that are committing all the crime. That number one, they're doing it because they're being allowed to do it. And number two, 9 times out of 10, it's black on black crime. So by defunding the police, here's the thing. By defunding the police, you're allowing this. You are allowing people that are innocent to be attacked by the non-innocent people. And it doesn't matter what skin color they are. The fact of the matter is that whenever you allow this crime to happen in a city or in a state or in the country, and their repercussion is a slap on the wrist followed by an immediate release, what the hell do you think's going to happen? They're just going to go and do it again. There's no actual, like, personal accountability. There's no time served. Most of them get the wrist, you know, like you commit an armed robbery. Then you immediately get let out. It's not. And then it doesn't help that you have the African American communities being raised with this victim mindset. It's like, it's cooked. It's cooked is what it is. It's cooked.
You have
it's
like, for example, like let me give you another parallel.
$10.
The reason why we have so many crimes right now is because the police aren't solving the problem.
$10 from Tanya.
So if every single time
Hell
that
yeah,
I said
Tanya.
that, okay, well, you know, we have so many problems with crime nowadays, and everybody in chat is like, oh, I know what to do. It's just all the black people. If we didn't have any black people, there wouldn't be any crime.
It's not all the black people, though. It's not. That's like saying that everybody that's in the government is Epstein, was in the Epstein files. That's not the fact. The fact is that you're letting them get away with it. That's the fact. And they're going to do it again. And they're going to bring more people to do it again next time. First, you rob the convenience store, you get out with a slap on the wrist, and the next thing you know, you're going 95 on the interstate with 5 of your friends in the back seat with a car filled with bank money. It's not who does the crime. It's how much of it is allowed to be gotten away with.
Number one, no, that's not true. And even if there is a disproportionate amount of them, it's still not all of it. It's the people that are causing this to happen, period.
Exactly.
That's, I think,
and I blame the government and the police. That's the problem. It's not them. It's the police. There are a lot of hardworking African Americans out there that bust their ass to get where they're at just to have it robbed by somebody across, in a neighborhood over. Dude, that is such bullshit.
Does that make sense? It's the judges. Yeah, it's the judges. It's the politicians. It's everything. And if you're just blaming one group of people, it's reductive. It's reductive, and it's deliberately reductive because the ideology and that fixation is designed.
And you have to keep in mind that this is systemic. If, let's say you bust your ass, you got a nice, beautiful house, right? Beautiful house. And somebody that's the same everything that you are, race, religion, ethnicity, everything, right? Goes into your house, steals all of your shit, burns your fucking house down. Insurance won't cover it. But that dude got away with it. He got a slap on the wrist and all his shit sitting at all of your shit sitting at his house. Who do you think won in that situation? It damn sure ain't the guy that worked his ass off his entire life. Who do you think won in that situation?
The intent of disarming you. It is intentionally disarming and limiting your awareness of this problem, and it is by design and made by your enemies. The people that are also saying that it's the Jews in Israel that did everything want to flood your country with people that will ethnically replace you and vote on ethnic blocks. It's the exact same thing.
Britain's in bad shape, and
yeah, and that's why
I haven't seen Magic Man in a hot minute. Actually, I was thinking about Magic Man yesterday. I was like, I haven't seen him in a while. Allison usually gets on a little bit later. I haven't seen Stewie Girl either. She's been gone. She's been MIA too. I hope they're doing all right. Maybe they just got bored with the stream. I don't know. Could be anything, right? Magic Man usually gets on at like super early though.
And this is what we're talking about.
Well, the rape gang, we've done. This is we've crowdfunded this.
Okay.
which I'm very happy to talk to you about. Which I think
just this title of that rape gang report.
Yeah.
The idea that there's actual rape gangs in the UK in 2026, and is it being ignored? Is it being downplayed? Like, how is it being received by the media and by the politicians?
Joe Rogan does a really good job of, like, he knows what the answer to this is, but he does a good job of baiting out these questions.
Well, you have to inform everybody. That's the trick of it. Joe Rogan's a master at his class. He really is.
the history of it is that basically, as you probably know, Britain, after the war, decided they were going to play a part in Europe, a bigger part in Europe, our elite did, the British elite. And to do that, they had to basically diminish the power of the nation state, and they had to head towards this European superstate, which is the EU, the genesis of which was obviously a monopoly.
Why did they have to diminish the power of the nation to do that?
Because I think Britain was a proud nation state. We with the American help, we'd won the war, and
We did.
we hadn't been invaded or conquered, which most of Europe had been. So you'd had mass dislocation in Europe.
You also have to realize that a lot of the people that were all over Europe probably fled to Britain. A lot of them fled to Britain because it was like the last bastion for them, right? So a lot of like, if the thing is that if they took over Britain, it would be it. That would be it. It has the most high, it has the highest concentration of Europeans in the entire like continent for the most part, because that's where they all went, right? They were all getting pushed back in World War II.
Huge numbers of people had been dislocated and pushed all over Europe. And I think the socialists, I was in the European Parliament, so I spent a brief time as an MEP, a member of the European Parliament,
War Dad too?
when we finally achieved, a kind of Brexit. We can talk about that, but it wasn't a proper Brexit. So I think the genesis of the rape gangs, going back to this, was the fact that multiculturalism was the order of the day. They wanted open borders. They wanted a multicultural society. They basically felt the nation state had been the cause of world wars, effectively starting with Napoleon. Then obviously we had the Kaiser, then we had Hitler. And I think they saw it that way, the Monnets, the Spinellis, and the people who constructed the European Union. So you
can see the logic.
The other stream stopped for some reason. Am I still here? We still here? We still here? Hello? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, what the hell? That was weird. Yo! It stopped. The other stream stopped and then came back on. I thought I got a suspension or something. I was like, uh-oh, what'd I do? I was like, uh-oh.
Just trying to turn England into Jerusalem?
We're going to move on from this, though, because, like, I've heard people had some problems with Joe Rogan at some point. Not saying that I would, but, like, in the off chance I get cooked, I don't want it. Yeah, you know, I don't want it. See, where are we at? What is this? Okay, yeah. We're going to watch, Asman also covered the kick-up of the Iran war yesterday. We'll look a little bit into that, and then we'll watch some Fox, and then we'll keep going from there, right? I need to use the bathroom first. Give me a second. Let me use the bathroom. Okay. I'm back. All right. Let's get it.
Everyone was crashing out and they were saying, oh my God, I can't believe Trump capitulated to Iran. I can't believe Trump lost to Iran.
He didn't lose anything. I knew that he didn't necessarily lose in a political standpoint of view. To me, it's a loss that as long as the IRGC are still around, I would consider that a loss. The IRGC need to be completely removed from power. Like, the entire supreme leader system that the government they have needs to be gone.
Iran is playing Trump. We lost the war. And I said, guys, do you really actually think it's over? Are you this stupid to think that they're not going to do it again? And everybody's like, no, they're not going to do it again. They're going to listen. Everybody's going to be organized.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't think Trump would attack them again. I didn't think they would. I genuinely, I thought that, see, in the back of my mind, I was like, well, they got the oil pipe going, so they're probably just going to allow Iran to take the Strait of Hormuz, right? They shouldn't, but they're probably going to. But the NATO meeting kind of like gave me a little bit more ideas as to what Trump is trying to do. Idealistically, if Trump can get NATO involved, they can push the terrorist regimes that are scouring the Middle East back to Iran, right? Idealistically, that's what would be like the best case scenario. But realistically, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be willing to do what I know Israel is. Israel is going to be willing to get all of them out of Lebanon for sure. But I don't know if the people in NATO, the other countries, are going to be willing to do what it takes to effectively cleanse, and I hate to say it like that, but that's practically what needs to happen. Cleanse the Middle East of all the terrorists that are rampant in there, that are running the governments and causing all these problems.
Well, it turns out I was right again. So anyway, U.S. officials say Iran has struck 2 commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. So this is the exact same thing that happened. And let me see here. This is it's a 3rd commercial ship. And so these aren't, by the way, these are not military ships. These are not.
So there was a tanker that got struck on the Ayatollah's death ceremony or whatever. They struck another one the day after during the week. Then they struck another one yesterday or day before yesterday, and America finally decided to retaliate. And from what I understand, we are still dropping bombs on them. From what I understand. Now, how true that is, I don't know. I'm just now reading all the information right now. I haven't looked at this since yesterday. So, like, just bear with me.
You know, this isn't some kind of, like guns or bombs. This is like, I don't know, rice or oil or something like that, right? So Trump's delusional at best. Well, I don't know I don't really know what they're doing. I have no idea what their plan is. And tell Donald Trump to stop playing with his food. Well, yeah, I don't know. Why would you take a day off? Yeah, this did happen, by the way. All of this happened on my day off. All of this happened. I
was so happy when I got sick last week and nothing happened. Like, nothing crazy happened. I was like, oh, thank God. I was so happy. You guys have no idea. There was no way I was going to be able to stream. I was like, if I could just get to the desk. And then I sat there and I started dozing off and like getting really nauseous because the room was spinning. I was like, I'm just going to lay down.
To do this. I'm sorry.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm
so
tired.
Here it is. Let's listen to him talk.
To me, I think it's over. I don't want to deal with them, with this scum.
Nobody does. China doesn't even want to deal with these guys. They're so annoying.
It's a very interesting question. To me, I think it's over. I don't want to deal with them, with this scum. You know what scum is? They're scum. They're sick people. They're led by sick people. And they're vicious, violent people. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they'd use it. As far as I'm concerned,
they absolutely would. Well, I've been saying that since day one. It's just nice to know that the politicians aren't as stupid as a lot of people want to make them out to be. For once.
They want to negotiate. They're good people. Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to come back. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a waste of time dealing with them.
Yeah. Absolutely. It is. He's absolutely right. No, he's absolutely right.
Well, well, well.
I said that too. I said it was
How
a waste
about
of time.
that? Can't deal with him.
No, you can't.
Can't reason with him.
No.
Can't talk to him.
No.
Can't negotiate with them. Can't come to an agreement. It's not going to work.
Liars. We make a deal. And if I make a deal with him, we have a deal, and he goes out, he talks. We make a deal. Everyone's agreed. No nuclear weapon. We make a deal. They go outside, talk to the press. They say we never even talked.
By the way, Trump engineered this outcome intentionally or unintentionally. He totally decapitated their entire leadership structure.
Yeah, he did.
So there's no way that, like, every single group, like the IRGC, this is what I bet probably happened. It's like that picture that I made. I don't know. Do I still have that picture? This was a foregone conclusion the moment that he killed all their leadership and chief.
We kind of looked at this yesterday. I want to see what's new. What do we have that's new to the situation? That's what I want to see. Because that was yesterday's stuff, right? We were ahead of Aspen on that one. So let's see. Issues chilling warning, you'll get hit. The top Iranian negotiators is issue chilling warning. Here we go.
So in the Middle East, the United States military carrying out a second night of airstrikes against Iran.
Woo!
Staging
Blow 'em up!
a wave of attacks targeting U.S. allies across the Gulf region.
And our base is in that region. Alexandria Hoff joins us now from the White House. Alexandria.
Well, good morning to you. Yes, U.S. Central Command confirms a second consecutive wave of strikes targeting military infrastructure in southern Iran, also coastal Iran. These strikes have been described as more aggressive than the initial wave that we saw earlier this week, sparked by attacks on commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Tehran has responded by targeting neighboring nations, including Kuwait, Bahrain, and Qatar. Now, Iran taking up much of the talk in Turkey, where President Trump just was for the NATO summit. There he said the fragile ceasefire deal signed last month is over.
It's sort of crazy, to be honest with you. It's sort of crazy.
So it is officially over then, good. Because I thought he was just doing the typical Trump thing where he's like, oh, they're scum, they're this, they're that, you know, doing the typical Trump trash talk, but I think it is like it obviously should be over,
Out of
right?
control, but they want to make a deal. Badly.
Yeah, so President Trump's still hoping for that deal. He arrived back at Joyce Bate Andrews after 1 this morning, flying partway home on an old Air Force One, not the new recently revealed jet. The president brushed off this having to do with potential security concerns, but did acknowledge in Turkey the ever-present threat he faces.
The life of a president is very dangerous. It's 5.2%. You know what a race car driver is? 1/10 of 1%. It's a very dangerous profession. No, I'm number one on the kill list for Iran.
Now, the key figures on Iran's negotiation team lobbying threats, accusing the U.S. of breaking promises. Speaker of Parliament and really.
Where do these guys come from? Well, dude, like, where do they come from?
Considered the top negotiator, Mohammad Bashir Ghalibaf, threatening America with this. He wrote in part, if you strike, you'll get hit. Don't flail around pointlessly or you'll sink even deeper. The Strait of Hormuz will only open with Iranian arrangements, not American threats.
Well, it doesn't look like America's threatening you. It looks like people are getting bombed. That's what it looks like. Looks like America's not threatening anybody. It looks like America's just blowing stuff up.
The president scheduled today after his early arrival back at the White House. He will have his intelligence briefing later this afternoon, guys.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it. This just goes to show how determined they are to control the strait, because it's really about controlling the strait.
That's all they have.
And that's all they have. But they also are able to sell their oil at market prices. They're also in a process within 60 days of beginning to unfreeze their funds. But they are focused because their new nuclear weapon is that strait. That's going to be a source of revenue for them and a way to choke off any adversary next time that there's some type of conflict or turbulence with Iran. They'll say, okay, I'm going to shut it down again and see how you're going to get your natural gas and see how you're going to get your oil products. So they are determined to do this, even if it costs them their legitimate oil revenue, even if it costs them lifting up the sanctions. So we're going to have to, this is where it's heading. we're going to have to take back the strait. We're going to have to establish lines where the drones are able to shoot and hit a ship. We got to push them back to the point where those drones aren't able to hit.
That's what I was saying. Why don't they just take the Navy that was on the other side near the strait on the the other side of the land and just move all those Navy ships inside of the strait? Just flood the Strait of Hormuz with ships. Flood it. Give those tankers safe passage. Force that strait open. Build a line.
Or we're going to have to be able to knock that down in order to get merchant commercial vessels to go through there and insurers to insure vessels to go through there.
I agree with you, Brian, that we got to take it over, and we have to send the message that they can't no longer use this as a tool for political pressure. Not real pressure, but just political pressure. It's not a military pressure. It's to engage politically against the president domestically, but the international community, they had to step in because they actually need the strait. They actually need the oil to go back. We don't, even though it's a global market. So they have to back us up publicly and militarily if we decide to do that.
And the Middle East allies, I think, have demonstrated time and time again, and certainly notwithstanding yesterday when NATO claimed to step up a little bit, with the exception of Spain, that's where our ally ships lie. And that's also where the toxicity and the
why did they put the blockade here? They should turn this bitch like 180 degrees and then go this way with it, or like stay here, right here. Because if we got the resources to do this, we should just go here, just flood whatever was here, right? Because, I mean, that's where all the problem is, right?
When a tumor metastasizes, where they've been affected. So prior presidents have not had the deals and the allyship with the Middle East Gulf region neighbors that we have, and this is demonstrated in the continued pressure economically and militarily against Iran, because certainly right now the triage is nothing is more important than, to your point, the freedom and navigable aspect of the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran insists on pirating.
They want the Gulf states who are a little freaked out, Saudi Arabia and Qatar specifically, to say, listen, let us just control the strait and we'll stop rocketing you. So they hit Bahrain and Qatar again.
Let's see, what else do we got? Here's some more.
All right. Thank you, Josh. Also breaking at this hour, the U.S. launching its second round of strikes in 24 hours in response to Iran firing on ships in the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. forces hit approximately 90 Iranian targets, and Tehran responding by firing on American allies across the region. The back and forth attack.
That's all they have, huh? They can't even attack America. They can't even attack America. They got to sit here and attack the weaker people to keep them terrorized. It's insane. It's insane how these people operate.
Acts coming just weeks
cowards,
after a hard-fought deal to end this war. President Trump renewing his threat to, quote, finish the job.
We just hit them very hard, and I'd say we hit them 20-1. Every time they hit us, we're going to hit them 20. And we did it last night. They did a little something today, but it was really retribution for last night. They hit actually 3 boats, not 2. And when they hit, we hit back much harder.
Are they really trying to say that we are losing the war? We're not even losing American soldiers, which is a good thing, right? But like these guys are getting ratioed. They can't even attack us. They're attacking like our allies instead. How much? Like, it's not even like cowardice at this point. It's just straight up stupidity. Maybe they think that if they attack the UAE will bring down pressure on Trump. But like, Trump should just be like, I don't care. Well, why should Trump care what the UAE says? If the UAE is allowing Iran to do this, then they're part of the problem. The UAE should just be thankful we're not bombing them either. Like, if that's really what's going on here, like, It just so much is going on with this.
Is reporting live out of Tel Aviv for us right now, Mike.
And Sandra, Iran has been firing at its neighbors for the first time in this round of fighting. Hostile aircraft have entered Jordanian airspace. The Jordanians say they shot down some 8 missiles. U.S. Embassy staff that was ordered to shelter in place. No injuries. The U.S. hit multiple targets.
So they can't even hit the embassies in these other countries. Their stuff is so jank, they can't even hit their targets.
Bridges on rail lines that the U.S. says were used by Iran to transport weapons.
What did I say? What did I say yesterday? I said this yesterday. Take out the rail system that's connecting Iran to China. I said this yesterday. What did I say? I said it.
Those were hit. U.S. Central Command says some 90 different targets were taken out in Iran last night. 80 were hit the night before. Now, Iranian state media reported explosions in southern port cities. Explosions in Bashir, home to that massive nuclear power plant complex. The U.S. says the targets were on the coast. The power plant was not hit. We've got video of explosions in the port city of Tabakar. Iranian
you think the missiles are like a dildo flapping in the wind when they coming in, right? They look like little limp noodles.
It went into Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain. Kuwait says they shot down 3 ballistic missiles, a cruise missile, and 10 drones. The Kuwaitis also say 1 person was hit by debris. President Trump says the Iranians have been calling him and want to make a deal.
We've already won militarily. They have very little left, and they want to make a deal so badly. They called a little while ago. They want to make a deal so badly.
If they want to make a deal, then why didn't they keep to the one that they had?
Don't know if they're worthy of making a deal. I don't know that they're going to honor the deal. That's the problem.
They won't.
The 6-day funeral for the late Grand Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is now in its final day. Mourners in the casket crossed into Iraq, the holy cities of Najaf and Karbala. They're back in Iran today with a burial for Khamenei planned in the town of Mashhad, where he was born, where he received his religious education. Iranian notables, even one general who was marked for death, all made an appearance at this funeral. The no-show is the new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei.
He's got to make sure he stays in his hidey hole, because if he keeps pulling up these targets, these innocent people and these tankers and these places in all these foreign allied countries to America, they know they're going to blow his ass up. That's why he's staying inside of his little hidey hole.
Security staff said security concerns were the reason he did not show up, but there's a lot of speculation that he was badly disfigured in this first round of fighting. Sandra, back to you.
Got it. Mike Tobin with the update out of Tel Aviv for us. Mike, thank you.
Sandra, over here on the board, we'll show you what we can here on the maps for what's happened this week. All right, you go back to Monday and Tuesday, July 6th and 7th. There were 3 different ships, 3 different vessels that were passing along this Oman coastline here, okay? And 3 of those were targeted by the Iranians, and that's what helped precipitate the U.S. response. So 2 nights back to back. We'll show you in a moment what they were going after, the U.S. military was. But if you look at this, the U.S. strikes in July 7 and 8. And just looking at this map,
I didn't even know where the hell they were, but I know that this is the problem area. While we got the Navy blockade here, we should be right here. We should just flood this area right here.
Our coastline, Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz, all these targets up to the border with Iraq have been now in the sights of the U.S. military. By the way, this is no small coastline. It's about 950 miles long. The comparable geography would be the...
It don't matter how long the coastline is. Figure out the problem spots. Figure out where the problem spots are. We know this is a problem spot right here. This is where everything's happening right here. I don't care about all this. Nobody cares about all this crap. What's going on right here? That's where all the problems have been. Every single bombing, every single tanker thing, all the land, the water mines, it's all been right here. That's where we need to be. Right here. Not here. Not all the way up here. Right here.
Coastline of California. That's how big of an area we're talking about. The Iranians, in turn, yet again have responded, hitting sites in Qatar. The Navy's 5th Fleet in Bahrain was a target as well. And here in Kuwait, where the U.S. Army has a big installation there, the Kuwaitis are saying last night 3 ballistic missiles they intercepted, 1 cruise missile, and 10 hostile drones from Iran hit overnight. Over here on the big board here. So from July 7 and July 8, this is what we're looking at in the Persian Gulf and what the U.S. military is trying to control. Swing on over here. Night number 1, 2 nights ago, you had 80 Iranian military targets in their sights. They include coastal radar sites that I just showed you over there, some of these command and control networks and the anti-ship missile capabilities. Then last night, we had about 90 Iranian military targets occluded a bridge in northeastern Iran, but primarily the similar sites here now, air defense systems, coastal
Well, they
surveillance
also
assets,
said,
and
they
these-
did also say that while we were in the ceasefire, where we ceased and they fired, they also restocked all their stuff. So there's that as well, that they got all their missile sites restocked and everything.
naval capabilities. There have been dozens of these small Iranian boats that have
What's
been
going to
taken
need
out.
to happen is that we're going to have to start, I don't know who's running this, but they need to figure out how they're restocking them and start taking that out. If it's tunnel systems, send in bunker bombs to bust up the tunnels. If it's railway, blow up the railways. If it's by road, blow up the roads. Figure out where they're coming from, blow those things up, blow up the cars they use to transport them, blow it all up. Anything that fucking moves that is going towards a military site, blow it up. Completely obliterate it. Send in bunker busters around the sites where you see them, those encampments with the missile launchers. Send in bunker busters right on top of them. Blow up the ground.
Just this week alone. I'm going to bring in Dan Hoffman to join Sandra and me. And sir, good morning to you. Are we back at war?
Yeah, I think we are. Look, when Iran chose to strike those oil tankers transiting the Strait of Hormuz, that was a deliberate provocation. Iran had to have anticipated the United States response. And they did that because a state of war against the United States and against Israel and our Gulf allies, that's oxygen for this hardline IRGC regime in Iran. I think they also want to test the United States by driving up oil prices and disrupting trade, global trade, with an eye towards gaining some leverage in their interaction with the United States. I don't even know if we'll see negotiations as were planned before these strikes in Islamabad
That
on
sounds
11
terrifying.
July.
What the hell is the rods of God? What the hell is that? I've never heard of that. What is a rod of God? That is, it's funny that you say that. If you've seen G.I. in one of the movies, they had that. They got rid of nukes and then they used it to they used a metal rod that went into the earth that tore up, I think it was France or Paris or something, right? I think I know what you're talking about. I kind of wonder if we have that technology.
This is an opportunity,
I feel like
especially
it wouldn't be as devastating as you think it would be.
in advance of the midterms, to gain some leverage.
Dan, this is a post from the Institute of the Study of War.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't we use the space lasers, man? We know they got them, Israel. Come on, man. What's taking y'all so long? We know y'all got the space lasers. Come on.
Late yesterday, Iran's behavior after the latest U.S. strikes indicates that the Iranian regime values control over the strait more than avoiding renewed escalation with the United States. To your point about us needing to keep the strait open and continuing to block Iran's oil
They're currently
exports,
being
it
built.
seems to me-
Hey, as long as we get the Jewish space lasers soon, I'm okay with that. All right? I actually don't mind living under Jewish rule. It's a lot like Christianity. They don't have any weird rules, and they don't make things suffer when they get killed. I can live with that, all right? Their laws don't constrict everything to the point where you can't do anything.
What you're saying is
I'm
this
fine
needs
with
to
this.
be a continuous stop of any flow of money to Iran.
It does.
You know, I say that. We all know that if the Jewish are currently making the space lasers, America probably already has them. That's the scary part about it, is that there could be an American space laser called the Patriot laser over Iran right now, and Trump's just like this over the button. He's like, not today, not today, not today. He'd be sleeping at night, and then he gets a call at like 3 a.m, and they're like, Trump, they did it again. He's just like,
He gave Iran an economic enticement by allowing them to export oil at market prices for some time, and Iran made it clear that they were not interested in negotiating in good faith. In fact, as successful as our kinetic strikes have been, we have not induced a change in the regime's behavior. Now, we changed the regime by launching decapitation strikes, and I'm sure that those potentially are on the table again, further decapitation strikes. If these guys don't want to negotiate, maybe the next round of leaders will.
Oh, they want to negotiate. That's not the problem. The problem is that when they negotiate, they lie. Can't be trusted.
But I think that's at the heart of it, Sandra, that we need to ensure that the Strait of Hormuz is open, that we're doing that independently, while simultaneously blockading Iran from exporting oil.
Okay, let's take it a step deeper. Wall Street Journal editorial board. Trump tells the truth about Iran. He's right that Iran's regime has been wasting his time. It's the best in the world at that. 20 days in the memorandum of understanding, 60-day negotiation period, nuclear talks have hardly begun. Dan, we saw a different side of this president when he was in Turkey. Okay, now, a couple times, he
I kind of wonder if somebody in America, like maybe Legacy Media or something, is keeping his lid on. Like keeping him behind closed doors, which would explain the reason why whenever he went to Turkey, he just kind of said it. I wonder if they weren't publishing what he was saying or something, you know?
He mentioned willingly, he almost offered it to the reporters in the room, that he is Iran's #1 target. Here's one time that he said that. Watch here.
I'm #1 on the kill list for Iran. They're lovely people. I'm #1. So I don't know. I can't tell you that, but I don't really care because I'm doing my job and I'm doing it, I hope, better than anybody's ever done it.
Here's a little bit of a hot take. Look here. Look, I don't doubt that there are still people in Iran that hated the supreme leader and still hate the regime. But how many of them have been killed? That's what we should be asking. How many of them that took to the streets and were systematically slaughtered? Probably almost all of them. A good portion. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of them that want to be out from underneath the supreme leader's rule. The issue is with how many crowds we've seen of them preaching death to America, how can we be certain? You know what I'm saying? How can we be certain?
Aware of any credible threat by Iran against Air Force One?
I have a threat all the time. I'm #1 on their list before you. But if I go, you go, right?
But was there a specific threat today?
Perhaps someday you want to change professions.
Dan, what's the psychology here?
When I heard the president say that, it reminded me of my days at CIA when we used to brief senior U.S. officials on real threats to them. And that would have been the result of CIA human intelligence or signals intelligence, credible threats that required us to take countermeasures. And I think you saw the president, his security team, make the decision that they would fly back on the old Air Force One. Reportedly, that aircraft has enhanced security that the new Air Force One does not. So I clearly think this is part of the president's calculus. He's probably been told about some credible threats. And I'm thinking that he's probably divesting these concerns he has, personal concerns, from U.S. foreign policy. He's still trying to ensure that we get a better deal than the JCPOA. Now, whether that's through negotiation or through kinetic strikes remains to be seen. I think he's probably leaning towards military action to get us there as opposed to the negotiating table.
Dan, appreciate your analysis as always. Thank you.
Good stuff. Thank you, Dan.
All right.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the
Well, there's not really much else to this. Just then, judge sentenced for helping migrant evade ICE. Ooh, here we go. Oh, apparently an illegal got shot and killed here in Texas. Maybe he shouldn't have done it, huh?
Well, a disgraced Wisconsin judge gets just a slap on the wrist for helping an illegal migrant evade ICE.
So disappointing. Madeline Rivera has the details.
Good. They need to start doing this all over the country. If you see, you get these video cameras of these judges trying to help these immigrants that should be immediately detained and deported. Then and you see these judges doing that, you need to start taking these judges and deporting them with them. Send them out.
Hi, good
Send them out of the
morning.
country.
Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan has been ordered to pay a $5,000 fine. She will get no jail time despite federal prosecutors asking for 15 to 21 months behind bars. Dugan was convicted of felony obstruction in December. Prosecutors say she helped Eduardo Flores Ruiz, who was in the country illegally from Mexico, escape federal agents as they tried to serve him a warrant at her courthouse last April. Ruiz was facing battery charges. He was later arrested after a foot chase.
So she just let this dude go out the back door. He's facing battery charges. That's crazy.
Courthouse and deported to Mexico in November. FBI Director Kash Patel said of Dugan, no one is above the law. But before receiving her sentence yesterday, Dugan addressed the case and defended herself, saying she did not act with malicious intent. She says she was forced to retire, resigning in the beginning of the year after Republican state lawmakers threatened to impeach her. Her attorneys argued she's already suffered enough. She says she intends to return to public service. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, Maddie. It's insane that during the sentencing, she expressed no remorse, and yet they gave her a light sentence. Who does that?
Right. How she avoided jail, I don't get it. Letting out a criminal.
Be sure to
Hell no, you got to put her in jail for like 5 years.
like and subscribe.
Instantly 5 years. She knows better than to do that. Her entire law degree is based on law. It's absolutely ridiculous that that judge is even able to do that. It's disgusting. Damn, we can't watch that one. Can we watch this one? Oh, this is the one I saw yesterday.
This sergeant has no idea that he's about to be thrust into one of Ohio's most notorious criminal cases.
Really?
Traffic stop.
Oh, I think my fiance told me about this one yesterday. Hold on, I think I was told about this one yesterday. Let's see.
Hi, puppy. It's okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Sergeant Norwood, London Police. The reason I stopped you, have zero taillights in the back of this thing at all.
Oh, my God.
There's not a light on it.
I just came from the ER.
This has to be it. This has to be it. Apparently, this couple is like really notorious. Like they've got a lot of like criminal charges already. Apparently, she's got like five warrants or felony warrants or something.
Poked myself in the eye.
Oh, gosh. Do you have an ID? And then I got to get the temporary plate off the back. I didn't see it.
That's a good boy. You're a good boy.
Social?
Oi.
Somebody stole my purse, my social security, my license, everything was in that.
Wow.
It's never happened before.
30 years of marriage.
Who owns the van?
The van is still, 30 days, so nothing's came back.
To get the 30-day, you'd have to have the title and the signed, right?
Right.
So do you have that with you?
Do we have that in the glove box? Or?
I think so.
What's your name, sir?
My name's Ronald.
Ronald?
Taylor, T-A-Y-L-A.
And then what would be your last address on your ID? So is your ID out of Kentucky or is it Ohio ID?
Kentucky.
Hey, man, what's your name?
Barbara.
Barbara?
Yeah. Taylor.
What's your date of birth, Barbara?
May.
Yep.
19th.
I'm gonna be right back, okay?
Yeah, the minute. Yeah, they're gonna take off right here. If this is the one that I think it is. Yep.
What's that about, dude?
Yep, there it goes.
They're taking off. It's Colorado Signal 7, temporary. It's taking off. Head northbound Lafayette. It's got no taillights. Passing Eagleton.
Bro, where did it go?
White driver, female passenger. They stated they just left the ER. There is a canine in the car. It seemed friendly. It's a small dog. Pit bull. We left the center and passed in Spring Valley.
Driving in the opposite lane. Well, yeah, obviously. Did the taillight just come on? Is that the taillight? Or is that... No, maybe that's the reflector.
Still on 42, just past old 42. Speed's 81, no traffic. Looks like we're getting on.
Bro, they decided to run on like the worst night of the entire like. There's just no traffic, bro.
Disregard stayed on 42.
Are you eastbound or westbound?
We're northbound 42 still, northbound 42. Past the semi on the bridge.
I have you patched with LPD.
We're on 42, getting ready to be at the truck stop. He's on the wrong side of the road. He does have headlights. He just doesn't have tail lights. It was a Colorado Signal 7. I never got it off of it before he took off. Dispatch, if you look up a Ronald Taylor is what his name was, and her name was another.
So, if you chopper, we're going to head your way.
Bro, this roadway is just dead. They're not getting away from the police cruisers on this road, which is beautiful. Bro. Oh, it's the truck stop.
Aviation, and I'll tell you.
Pulling in the TA, over a curb.
Damn. Oh, look, the curve knocked one of the lights back on.
Front of the TA, stopping.
Oh, they're getting out.
You better stop! You better stop!
They're running. Hello, I play.
I'm gonna tase you. You're gonna get tased. God!
Wait, what just happened? Why is his pants down?
His hand might be a gun. He's got a gun in his hand. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! He's got a gun! He's got a gun! Get on the ground! Put it down! He's got a gun! We're in the TA parking lot. White male, no pants on. Heading towards semis, heading towards 70 by the water tower. They're getting in a semi right now over here.
Semi right side ahead.
They're trying to take off in a semi, male and female. They can't figure out how to get the semi and drive. The incoming units were held up here. You see our cars driving.
Damn, they calling in the cavalry now. Got the whole department coming in. Time sentence first intent interaction.
You say he's got a 40?
11 minutes.
Yeah,
So this happened within 11 minutes of them being pulled over.
Hold on.
Jeez, man.
Go back. Guys, there's two of them in there. Males on the driver's side, females passenger.
You know what really sucks about that is that there's probably people in there. See, these trucks are lined up here probably for the night. They've ran out of their hours for the day. So there's most likely some people in this 18-wheeler with them now. They most likely, if he has a gun, he's taking them hostage, for sure.
I don't know if we had a truck driver inside or not. They're still trying to...
The only reason why I know that is because an ex of mine her dad was a truck driver. He did it for a living. And he said it was great up until, they started changing all the rules with how you could sleep and stuff.
They're revving it up. All right, looks like you just got the air brakes off.
Can't see that. If you're wondering why I'm skipping through certain sections, we can't see the firearm on YouTube. It's a suspension, so that's why.
Right in front of you.
Can't look at the firearm.
Driver, step out of the semi with your hands up.
Trying to stop 60, takes off.
I got him in mine too up front. His van's right here, my right, so he may try to go that direction.
Hey, slow down. Watch yourself, watch yourself. He's got
I'm just happy that the dog's out of the way, yo. Like, I'm happy that the puppers got out of the way. I was gonna be mad, dude, if the dog got something happened to the dog. I was gonna be mad.
Side block, so you have to throw spikes over there. You got that dumpster for cover.
Bailey, once you're ready, get your stop sticks out in case he comes your way.
Man, look, dude, they still piling in cops.
What are you doing?
Bro, there's gonna be more cops at that truck stop than there's gonna be actual trucks. God, dog!
We have a shield.
Look at all the cops, bro!
Police department.
Yo!
Step out of the semi with your hands up for me.
Everyone out here be aware, it looks like the truck driver may be in the back with him in the orange shirt.
It is later revealed that the truck was occupied by a driver who demanded the cover out of his truck while wielding a hammer. Officers are not yet aware that the male suspect shot the truck driver in the right hand, who is now being held hostage.
I need you to...
Oh, shit! Oh, this is bad.
Yet aware that the male suspect shot the truck driver in the right hand, who is now being held hostage.
I need you to step out of the semi with your hands up.
Dispatch, can you notify the TA? Shelter. Go recover my...
Can't see that.
We're in a standoff right now.
Single 7 on the van is out of Colorado. It's 021.
Driver, please shut the semi off and step out and talk to us.
If you hear the sound of my voice, shelter in place. Oh, whose car is this? It's throwing a shadow on me.
I'll move it. I'll move it.
Whose traffic stops this?
Me.
Let's talk. What do you think about getting stop sticks? I don't know if they're going to do any good.
I don't know either with that. Just depends. If they slow roll over, it may work if they...
They'd have to drive over all the sticks. That's the trick. If you can get all the wheels popped, it'll do something. But if you miss even one of those tires on that rig, it's not going to do jack.
Go fast, it probably won't with what we have.
I was thinking about putting the set underneath the tires now while it's parked, like flank him from the side. But you said he has a gun?
He does.
Oh, damn, they even got the helicopter up for this. Damn, they got the whole cavalry. We can't see that, unfortunately. We can't see this conversation because he's holding a firearm, so... Shit. What just happened? The hell just happened?
The driver. So we have the driver of the truck in there.
Yep.
The driver of your van.
Yep. The female passenger.
So we have at least 3 occupants.
And it looks like a Warner guy in the orange.
She's in on it. She has to be in on it because she ran with him. She didn't turn herself in. She has to be in on it.
Sure. We have a hostage situation, essentially. If we can work our way around...
Maybe go back behind that fence, those trees. What do you think?
I'm good with it. It's
You're in charge.
I'm good with it.
Cover of darkness.
Yeah, you can...
Chopper 2 West Jeff, we're rolling up right now. We've got all the flight there at the PA.
Going to the east and then approach from the rear.
Hey, let's go real deep.
Chopper 2 to the ground. Yes. Which bomb tail is it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. It's the 5th one in, right? Yeah.
Hey, the 6th one in. One of the lights on. Right, we got eyes on it now.
Occupied by 3, 2 suspects, 1 hostage. If he takes off, he's ready to chase. We'll let the chop.
1 semi off and work our way beside it. All right, move.
It's 2 more over, isn't it?
2 over.
Put your hands up. Let's end this peacefully. We do not want to harm you.
That's perfect. Perfect.
We good?
Yeah, they're set.
Well, we probably need to hang out somewhere over here, at least get a flank on them.
Right, just stand in front of the semi.
They should have thrown some behind it too, in case they decide to back up over the block there.
All the windows are up right now. We can't see through the glass.
From my angle, it doesn't look like anyone's in the driver's seat.
Back here by the van. That van clear.
Affirm, I cleared it. Do you have binoculars? I don't have any in this car. Dude.
30. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Perfect. Oh, the spikes didn't get all of them, though.
Oh, he's going to hit our car. Nope.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. Oh, he's going to hit our car. Nope.
Crossfire.
Damn it. Oh, he's going to hit our car. Nope.
Crossfire.
Damn it.
I did. My cruiser.
Holy crap. Here we go. This is about to be bad. Oh, this is the 18-wheeler. Holy shit, the 18-wheeler has a dash cam.
Northbound on 42 towards 70. Continuing on northbound on 42.
Hey, I'll stay with you.
Dang, this is about to get bad. This is about to be bad.
Get this car out of here.
God. They didn't even get all the tires either.
And the cruisers behind us start flanking the other roads. We'll keep you advised. Like a city know we're coming in.
Still northbound 42, he crossed State Route 29. Passing left to center, he's passing another semi left to center right now. Taking a right turn on Dilleryville. We're coming up to Goodson, there's no traffic coming around the curve right now. Take the hairpin turn across around Goodson.
Yo, this truck is a piece of crap, man. Like, why would you want to get into an 18-wheeler and get on these, like, tight turns? You're never going to escape the cops, man. He must have been a truck driver at one point because he's taking those turns too safely.
Hey, when he approaches your guys' cruisers, watch yourself.
That CDL safety's too ingrained.
About 45, 50 miles an hour. Right turn down through the grass around the cruisers coming up on Taylor Blair Road. He's going to be eastbound. Plenty of room, come through. Eastbound on Taylor Blair.
Ooh, he's flying now.
55 miles an hour, guys.
Ooh, that is danger speed right there.
Hey, should we terminate or no?
We're coming back to,
That's danger speed right there. If he hits somebody, or if he flips that truck, it's gonna kill everybody involved.
terminate.
Alright.
You got traffic coming at you on Taylor Blair. You know, just so you're aware. You guys give yourself some extra space coming up from that bridge. You may not pit. Going through the bridge right now. Still on Taylor Blair, coming up to Main. Taylor Blair coming up to 40. It's going to be a right turn to head west. We verified that he have a hostage in the truck right now. Merlin and Meeting, you have 3 occupants. The driver's a hostage. What's your fuel situation? You have good flight time left. Right, we've got 2.5 hours left.
Oh yeah, plenty of time.
Here and getting some units back off. That's fine. LSP Thompson, I agree. But having units back off with the plate tracking for a while. Chopper, this is 39. Westbound on 40. He's coming up to Byerly Road.
46 minutes.
Right, I don't have anything coming in. Did you find out who's the hostage in this truck, who's the company, and whether they have GPS tracking? I'll look for himself now. He slowed way down. He's still westbound, pretty long. He's still full
Is he getting out?
His front tires are pretty much out. He's leaving rubber all over the road. We're rolling in westbound on 40.
He probably thought that he wasn't being followed. He didn't see the helicopter till the helicopter swung in front.
He'll be head on like about a half mile. Watch yourself. So there you go ahead. Watch traffic. Cruisers, watch yourself.
Is he in the Is he in the opposing lane? Oh my God!
Motorcycle, you guys see? We got 40, 50
Bro.
Traffic stop.
So yeah, they've blocked him into the oncoming lane. There he goes. Oh, I didn't think they were still following him. I thought they look at all those cops. Bro. Bro. Damn, bro. He kicked the hornet's nest.
He rammed me. Oh, shit. All right, stay with it. Okay.
28.25. He just crossed the Route 54, still westbound in the eastbound lane on westbound here, so it's back off a little bit. Give him a chance to come over if he wants to. He's slowed way down, still westbound in the eastbound lane. He is just crossed under 70. 105, I just found a 9 mil around the parking lot where he had fell and my initial contact with him.
Oh.
70 westbound. He'll be right behind the 70 westbound. It looks like his front tires are pretty much gone. He's having trouble making it up that hill. Chili block westbound traffic on 70.
Oh, he's having trouble getting up the hill there.
Right side of the road now. He's westbound on 70. His front right tires on.
Officers plan to use stop sticks in the pursuit. However, the suspects thwart their plans with a simple tactic.
Stop him. Not letting to that crossover. We're entering a crossover.
Holy!
Eastbound on 70.
He's probably got the 18-wheeler CB dialed up to whatever the local police department channel is. Or maybe they got lucky and got a truck that had like a police CB in it.
Probably sticks. Cruiser's watch yourself. He's coming right at you. Right at you.
Oh, he hit another cruiser.
72. Going northbound on 72. 72 coming up the level. Turn your lights off. Disengage. We're gonna stop. See where it goes. Let the chopper follow it. Go ahead and back way off. Let them think we stopped.
What did you get me into?
Bro, look at all those cops. Look at all those friggin' cops.
Yeah!
Another one? What does he mean, another one?
My cruiser! Another one? Yeah!
So he was involved in another high-speed pursuit that he got his a different cruiser, like, damaged as well. Man, this guy needs to stop pulling people over. He needs to stop pulling people over.
Back south on 72. Back south on 72. That's why he's changing directions on this. Because he's listening on the scanner after we encrypt.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. They figured it out finally.
That's why he's changing directions on this. Because he's listening on the scanner after we encrypt. He slipped around both times, right when I said
I knew it. Dude, I feel so validated right now. It's not even funny.
It's not clear if the suspects were listening to police radio. Regardless, the suspects did not circumvent the next stop stick deployment area.
They've been running from the police for an hour and 30.
Even after running over 2 separate stop sticks, the semi is able to keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
up here, they got sticks.
Dang, bro, look at the trail it's leaving. Damn.
Units behind, they've got the next ramp block as well. They may have another set of sticks out. Another set of sticks out, there should be 2 sets.
He's dragging them. He's dragging the stop sticks.
But I think they found off the back. They went under most of the tires. Still on the center lane, he's crossing under choke pipe. All the stop sticks are on the left shoulder.
Oh, look at that tire just blowing up.
Watch yourself, it's going straight back toward the cruisers. Now you're giving Indiana a heads up, just in case. We'll make contact with them now. Take the exit. Take the exit. We'll be going north. Right flag, one fly now. Just so you know, we do not have a front way. Units leave the left lane clear right now. Left lane clear. Stop. Center lane.
Oh, he might be done.
Is not exiting right now. We're stopping the center lane. He's cracking the driver's side door. Looks like he shut it again. He cracked it for a second. He's still sitting in the center lane. Both doors and windows are still closed. Once I get probably 2 more SRT, we're going to go parallel with the truck and just try to visually make contact. Chopper, how much flight time you have left? About an hour and 15.
Oh, an hour and 15, so he's got some time. I don't know why they don't just put a slug through the radiator. That would shut the truck down right away. They should put it right in front of that thing so it can't take off.
What's that, Ohio State? Wait, what is that thing? Is that what is that on top of that Bearcat? What is that? Ohio State Highway Patrol Special Response Unit Bear. Well, I know it's a bear, right? But what is that on that vehicle? What is that? I've never seen that.
Communicating with us through the window, kind of chicken scratch writing on some notes. He's asking for green, Cold Mountain Dews and cigarettes.
Yo! This dude's really trying to get some Cold Mountain Dews and some cigarettes?
He's asking for green, Cold Mountain Dews and cigarettes. If we're able to get some Mountain Dews and some cigarettes, there's a chance you might let them get on the other side. You want to get a negotiator? Yes, please.
Somebody give him some Mountain Dews and a pack of cigarettes. I got cigarettes in the car. Okay, perfect. Give him some water.
He wants a box of Marlboros and Mountain Dews. I'm not saying he's going to get them right away, but if we can still work on getting those 2 items, he wasn't too happy with the box that he was given. I want those items where at some point if we can
Ooh, I see a doggy. I see a poochie.
get something if we at least have them on standby to use at our discretion. Any luck on OIS negotiator? Dayton said they were out. We'll get an ETA. He advised on the phone that he's not going to really talk or do anything until he gets those items. So just let me know when they're here and we can go from there. He's hung up on me a couple times now. I'll let you know.
Officers have now identified the two suspects as Rodney and Elaine Hillman, a married couple with extensive criminal histories. Investigators also learned that both were wanted on multiple felony warrants, reportedly tied to drug and theft offenses. With that information in hand, negotiators know the stakes are high.
Bro, they're trying to go out like Bonnie and Clyde over here.
The
Jesus.
Hillmans may believe they're facing years or potentially the rest of their lives behind bars if apprehended, making the situation even more volatile and unpredictable. With a hostage driver involved, they need to ensure their safety comes first.
We're going to go get fuel, Green County, and we'll be back.
They're trying to stay off the radio because the media is monitoring.
There's a couple of airlines, keep the brakes engaged.
Hey, Jason, we'll go ahead and cut you loose. Get a search warrant, search the truck. Right. Good morning. How are you? Good. You? Morning. Look at this guy. Oh, look at you. What's happening? How are you? Good morning. All right. Anything else before I head out, Sarge? I don't think so. Well, have fun. Good night. Probably be here a while. They'll reach out and get a statement from you at some point. I was never here. That's not how it works. Lieutenant Thompson was wanting to get some coffee.
Oh, I just saw that now. Yeah, I can go handle that. Somebody already sold video from TA.
And?
The hell is that?
Took place at the TA truck stop.
Wait, what is that?
Somebody already sold video from TA.
And?
Oh, is that like some kind of coffee or something?
Took place at the TA truck stop.
What is, I've never seen that before. Can you just... Is that like a thing of coffee with like...
Taking off, law enforcement is closely behind.
Oh, he's watching the news.
Yeah, sometimes sugar, you start getting pissed off. I know, I'm actually...
At this point, the emergency response unit plans to move forward and breach the truck in an attempt to save the hostage and apprehend the suspects.
I have control. Assault.
Bro, these fucking shields, man. These shields.
Assault.
Oh, there they go. There they go.
See our suspect. Let me shoot.
It's the gun. We can't see the gun. I ain't worried about nothing else. It's the firearm. Oh, 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 oh. Damn, they put like fucking 50 rounds into the front of that car. Jesus.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Sorry, he's coming out, guys. He's coming out.
I bet that dude is so happy to be out of that truck. He's like, oh, thank God. He's like, please get me out of here. That poor man, bro.
We got two. Male, female, hostage. How many more people are in there? We got two. Male, female, hostage is out. Alright, got moving that a little bit. Son on the passenger seat and taking it back in the sleeper. They're both still alive, moving inside. They're up and down, but they both, every time they come up, they're empty-handed. I do not see her, though. Just watch her.
Yeah, well, maybe they shouldn't have done it. Maybe they shouldn't have done it, huh? Maybe they shouldn't have done it.
Prime, we're going to try to get him out by hand.
Oh, we can't watch that. That's a little too much. That's a little too much. Stupid ass. That Porker 1 and Porker 2.
After the incident, both suspects and the hostage were brought to the hospital. The hostage was treated for their hand wound and released. Later that day, both suspects were pronounced deceased at the hospital.
Oh, good fucking riddance. Good riddance. Rest in piss, you won't be missed. Fuck around and find out. Enjoy jumping over hot coals in hell where you belong. Absolutely not. Good riddance. Thank God that this blight to humanity is gone. Good riddance. The hell with these two piss stains.
Each reportedly sustained a single gunshot wound. This officer involved...
Whoever shot them deserves a fucking medal.
Over to the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation. In conclusion, the investigation
DCI?
found no charges would be filed, closing the case.
Good. Fuck them. Yo, W cops for not hitting the occupant once. W cops, whoever was shooting knew what the hell they were doing. W. That's right. No tax paying dollars on that nonsense. No trial. Straight to the ground where you belong. You want to go out here and steal someone's truck and you get your ass blasted? That's on you. That's on you, stupid. You leave police and risk everybody's lives going 55 or above 55 miles an hour in that big ass piece of metal. Nah, bro. You got what was coming to you. Hell no. I may refuse to say some things on YouTube, but I'm not gonna not say that. Yo, they did the taxpayers a service that day, son. Let me tell you what. Shit. Hell with them. That is crazy that you even have to sit here and talk about that. Well, you shouldn't wish that on anybody, man. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Trying to sit here and tell people what they can and can't say. Shut up. What are you, like the Nazi regime? You like a commie country or something? Out of here. All these damn Karens on the internet trying to tell people what they can and can't say. Well, unfortunately, that is the stream, guys. Had a ton of fun. W chat, W stream. That was a ton of fun. I enjoyed the hell out of that. Not that one. Where is... Hold on, let me get the music going. 50, okay. There, it might be a chance that I play some Assassin's Creed this weekend. Because over the weekends, I don't have to worry about getting off and making videos. So, logically, playing video games would just be better if I did it over the weekend. Because I don't have to get off and then immediately start editing videos. I can just get off and then be done, right? So there might be a chance that I play Assassin's Creed, not Odyssey, Black Flag Resynced over the weekend. So if you looking forward to that, definitely stick around for that there. You know what I'm saying? W chat, W stream. Let me get the music. Stay safe out there. Stay away from crazy people. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. Thanks for leaving comments on the videos. I see y'all doing that. I keep meaning to get around to replying and responding, but I don't know. Bro, I just been getting off stream and I've just been dead lately, man. I just been dead. I ain't even kidding. Don't forget to hype the videos. You can hype up to 3 times a week, so make sure you're all hyping. Please keep commenting and liking. Y'all are awesome. Y'all been doing great. I've been seeing a lot of people commenting. W comments, W likes. Stay safe out there. Stay friendly. Stay away from crazy people. Hopefully we find out more about what's going on with Reckless Ben, but like I said, I don't know. I don't know about that. What else? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bright and early. Enjoy the rest of y'all's days. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might chance the whole day or their whole life. You never know. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. That's right. Good noon, everybody. Good noon.
Let's go. Hey. Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this.